What? Game, where? There you are, game. Okay. Ah. Well, I forgot to turn on my stuff from after raid. It's okay though. Yesterday. That's okay. You might assume I'm very sleepy. Oh, my controller just woke up. Mostly just woke up. Cause yeah, it was like I went to bed. I actually slept. I took a nap yesterday too. I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm just gonna space out for here a second, and then I was like, yeah, I'm really tired. If I fall asleep, it's okay. Well, you know, I fell asleep. But look at this shit! Holy shit! I got 2 lines. How can I do this? Cause I don't have time for the 90. Let's see if we can get 3 lines. We're not gonna get 3 lines. But I can dream, right? But yeah. Yesterday I put the primer on Mimi, the figure, and I'm excited to paint her. Oh yeah, the Nendroid faceplates actually arrived literally yesterday. As I was working, as I was getting like set up and stuff, I was like, oh, cool, perfect timing. Or no, it was the other day. They arrived and I'm like hearing this guy like struggling to put them in the mailbox because they're like just small enough to fit basically. But then like, what's it? Then you have to like, he has to fit 2 of them in there because I actually sent them at the same time. And what is it? How do I put it? The mailbox like turns to catch. It has like a little thing to catch it, so he has to like stick it in there, but then also like have it bend over. Let's see. 3 lines. Damn it. Oh well. But yeah, I figured I should do the colored painting in like daylight, so I probably have to wait until like... Yeah, that's everything I needed to 100% finish it. Except for the fact that I found out I can't... I don't know why, but I'm not strong enough to open up the color thinner container. So, I have to get a jar opener. Because I can't get it open. Wait, do I have enough? Yeah, I can take it. Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't capped. Yeah, I'm gonna use all my Chloe EXP on Black Mage. Because I don't want to play Black Mage. It's got a much thinner top to it. And I just couldn't get it to move at all. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna... What is it? I'm gonna, get a... It's more like a bottle. I didn't want to pour like I know that there's the trick, quote unquote, of putting hot water over a jar to try to make it. I don't know. I'm not gonna... I didn't feel like doing it last night anyway, so... But yeah, I was struggling to get it. But I do need to get that open to actually paint the actual colors. But yeah, I also feel like, I was like, you know what? 1, can't open this. 2, maybe I should do it in daylight. Maybe. That might be a smart decision. Sorry, I'm like really stuffy right now, so that's why I'm like snifflies. Dancing on the wind, coming down again, round and round again, fa la 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 la. To the cloud descend, tumble down again, fa la 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 la. Wait, do I Unkyu Stern? Oh, I actually already have this. Unkyu bow, and then. This. The only one I have to make is the cola can. Oh. Do I have those? No. Unless I wanted to make these again. I don't think it's gonna really adjust very much, it looks like. I don't know if I'm ever gonna... You know what? We're gonna worry about the main boat. Now where do I take this? I think I take it over here. To one of the traders over here. Nope. Which trader? Whoa, they're out for lunch? Forever. Airship? Something? No. Items of interest? No. 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 Where's the... Who do I trade these to? Who do I take these to? Material supplier. Material supplier. Junkmonger. Empty stalls. Independent settler. Housing merchant. Materials. Is it you? Oh, it is. Okay. Thank you. I don't know if that actually reduces the amount of stuff I need. Or not. But I needed those. Haru and Zato are just standing here. We're gonna go do pixies as well. Ah. Hello, Enda. How are you? I'm really sleepy. I'm just kind of waking up before rain. We're doing some basic stuff. Like pixies and boats. Oh no! I hope you take it easy, Enda. Let's grab my pixies. Yesterday I did some of the hunts off stream. Oh yeah! You know what's exciting? I got a lot of wins last night towards the umbrella. I have only 49 more wins. And then I got my umbrella. Ooh! I'm at 112. I did like 2 more Mentor roulettes too. So that was good. Maybe on Monday, if we're not doing maps, we might be doing maps. Maybe I'll do a bunch of Mentor if I have the energy for it. That's the worst thing, is like for me, I have to have that like, do I have the energy for Mentor? Yeah, Mentors is like super dedicated. I have to be in, again, I have to be like in the right mood to do it. But I actually got really lucky yesterday. I got Ifrit on one, so that's when I decided, you know what, I'll do one more. Cause I got off stream I got Ifrit, and I mean that's super easy. No big deal or anything. I got freaking Ifrit. So, like, the leveling one too. And I think I got something else that was relatively easy. I think I did get a Praetorum, which is easy but time consuming. But yeah, Mentor's Roulette is like my, I think, big goal. Where is it? Oh, Mentor's Roulette is like, I guess, my big goal for the expansion to try to finish. The umbrella, I'll probably finish this patch or something. I do also have to take the time when 6.1 we're gonna have to do a lot of fate farming again. If I have, because I need, well, I want the music. So we'll be doing fate farming at that point. Which also why it's not too big of a deal if I don't finish leveling stuff, because then when we get to that part in a couple of months, then, you know, I won't have to worry about losing EXP, so to speak. I can be kind of doubling up on things. Will this pop me to 78? I am determined to have my Reaper Glam look like a gatherer. Fuck! What am I doing? There we go. Yay! 78! Hey! I haven't done any of the job quests on this yet. I also have like trash gear right now. I'm still in the level 70 gear. Because I'm just like, you know what? I'll finish it when I finish it. We're almost to the point where I don't need the level 70 gear anymore. That's good. I think Crystarium has the easier access to the hunt bills. I'm also almost done with Dark Knight. That's cool. Yo, oh man, you know, I miss this music. I used to, like, I missed it. It's nice. Crystarium has really good music too. Da-da, da, 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 da. We can work towards this on the side, I guess. I forget what else is available. Oops, wrong one. Da, 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 da. Man, part of me really misses Shadowbringers too. You know? I miss the Shadowbringers towns. Just a little bit. I remember my vitamin jelly. I was actually thinking about whether or not I'd want to work on my JP alt on stream or not. It would have to be like a Monday kind of thing. Da na 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 na. Where are the dudes? Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, here they are. Man, next expansion will have level 100. Wow. Nah. Wild to think about. We'll have 3 digits. What the heck? So wild. Alright, there's one in weathering. Anything else in here? No? No. Okay. Wonder where we're going next. I guess we find out what? Tomorrow? Saturday? Oh yeah, also, I was working on the video yesterday, which I'm gonna bring my laptop maybe today. So, I was working on the video and I found out I had, accidentally left like about 2 hours of phase 2 prog at the end of the setup for phase 1. So, I actually only have about 5 hours to go through left. It's still a lot. But it's only 5 and not 8. It did feel really good to kind of cut it a lot shorter and be like, yay, look, it's a lot shorter to go through. Woo! I'm figuring this one I'm gonna keep as a longer one. Like between 20-25. So, this one will probably be longer. P4s part 1 will probably be a lot longer than the last 4. I don't know if P4s phase 2 will be 1 or 2 videos. What might happen is it might get that A-B roll kind of thing, which is probably what I'm figuring will happen with the door boss. That there'll be the main video, which is about 25, maybe closer to 30 minutes, and then the B-roll where it's like, I thought these were so good, but just not good enough for the main video. Also, it gives me an extra buffer. That's one of the good things about it, is that if I do that, then I technically get an extra buffer. I get a buffer week. So yeah, I'm glad that it'll mean I get anything else in Ilmeg? Full burden. Yeah, great. Okay, yes. Anything in here for a moment? Yes. Okay. So first we're gonna go there. But yeah, I'm excited to be done going through all the cuts. Because once I'm done with all the cuts, that's just, it'll be so relieving. What are we looking for over here? The paisa? The paisa. The hookah. Sorry, hookah. Yeah, these guys, these friends, these slightly pinker, paisas. They're cute. Love them. Alright, I only need to kill one. And then we need to go to, there's another thing in Amarang. A Volburden. Berg. Over here, these trees. But yeah, I made some good progress on the video, so that's really good. And I'm excited to be done with part 1. It's not like I don't like working on it. It's that it's just, what is it? There's kind of like 3 phases to it, you know? There's the really time-consuming phase that I'm in right now, where I have to go through all the footage. Then there's the tedious part that I actually legitimately do not enjoy, because it's just copy-pasting and setting up all of the stuff for the subtitles. Timing was always the part that I hated when I did subtitling. It's just not fun. But then, the part that so it's like, there's the time-consuming part where it's not really too bad, it's just it takes a long time, and you're just like, okay. And I just do other stuff while I'm working on it. But then, yeah, the subtitling, setting up for the subtitles is just super time-consuming and tedious, and I hate it. But then once it's done, it's, once that part is done, that's actually, then it's like time for the actual fun part for me. I mean, I have to listen to all the words and... Oops, I did the wrong button. Whatever. I don't... What is it? Checking. What was I saying? Alright, yeah, where the part where, like, I'm actually transcribing the... It's Emmy! Hi, Emmy! How are you, Emmy? Hold on. And hi, Doc! How are you? Hold on, let me do my shout out for Emmy. I was lurking in your thing last night, but I didn't say anything. It's not my birthday! It's not my birthday. Anyway. I need to find the thing that I'm hunting. I'm working on my hunting log for, this. Oh, these guys. They're over here. Not this guy, I think. Oh, I know he is. Anyway. What was I saying? About the video, yeah. So the part where I'm actually transcribing, like, that's a little bit tiring. But it's also when I go through and I actually do the editing, fun, creative part. So I never actually mind it too much because it's usually being doubled up on. Alright. Nothing else in Amarang. I need this guy on the other side. Anything else? Nabath. Okay. Nope. I did actually carve stuff. I poked myself, but... And I think I did... I think there's a little tiny bit. But I didn't hurt myself. I primed Mimi yesterday. So her hair and her ears are primed. I wish I didn't have to learn the hard way how stinky primer is, because I forgot. I haven't done any like paint work with primer for a very long time. But yeah, primer stinky. Primer very stinky. What am I looking for? Not that one. This thing. These are outside. Bye! Bye! But it's all primed. But unfortunately, I am not strong. So I couldn't open the color thinner to actually use with the paints. So I couldn't paint, but also I was also like, one, didn't really feel like, I'm literally only doing this for the XP so I don't actually have to play Reaper. I mean, I'm doing hot logs on Reaper so that I don't actually have to play Reaper. Oh yeah, that's fine. You can use, yeah. My stuff's fair game, I think. I think my only thing is like, oh, please credit. But I mean, I don't think I need to tell you that. This is up here. I don't think we're gonna finish all of this now. Before raid. I got like 10 minutes. But, yeah, I finished priming it, and then I was like, okay, let's maybe set aside. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I won't do painting, but then after a little while I was like, maybe I'll paint. But unfortunately I couldn't open the color thinner because I'm a weak potato. I was struggling to open it, so I gave up. And I'm gonna go get a jar opener today. Maybe. I think as long as it's not monetized, you're probably fine for like YouTube general use. Yeah, I think, what is it? Maybe not today, but tomorrow before work, I might actually paint because it'll be daylight. Done. There you go. That's in Calusia. I don't actually have a lot in Calusia. Hold on, let me go do this then. Stretching. Okay. Yeah, Nintendo's a hot mess. Let's be real. I mean, the creatives in Nintendo and companies related to Nintendo are fantastic. Let's at least make sure we separate them from the higher up boomers that don't understand how anything works. You know? Yeah, it's the business side that's a hot mess. They're super boomer. No, I don't want to do a Fate game. Is it 1 or 2? Okay, did I finish? Okay. All this is in Raktika, and I don't think I have enough time. You can probably get this. No, I actually don't know where those are, so we're not going to. I'm gonna go and get ready for raid. Raid. Shadow leg hands. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. Yeah, I chilled in Emmy's stream last night, but I had to turn him really low. Oh, my shirt's on backwards. Hold on. You can't tell. But it's on backwards. Just trust me. There you go. Because I put it on backwards and I didn't notice. Yeah, I had to turn you really low because I was working on the video, Emmy. So I couldn't have you while also listening to the recording where you talk. But yeah, actually I wouldn't have noticed if it wasn't for the fact that, like, the back collar is a little bit higher and it felt a little bit higher. There's also a little tiny ribbon on my pajamas on the front. Don't worry about it, the VTuber breaking, what is it called? I'm breaking immersion. I'm sorry. Who's gonna break the party? It's Emmy. Emmy broke the party invites. I'm almost done having my vitamin jelly. Jelly. Yay, I eat it. It's in the garbage now. I did, kind of. I've basically just been sitting around and, like, just sending my retainers out. That reminds me, did my boats come back? Not the important one, okay. But, what's it? I got a bunch of materials for boats, but it's not done yet. Oops. Oh, it's Zato. Hi, Zato. Oh, you know, I just heard Zato's character's voice, and I don't know if that was the Allison voice I was expecting. Huh. I think everybody would have expected mine. My Lala is this one. Hi! Yay! Yay! I feel like that was expected of me. A very squeaky. Squeaky. Very childish one. Not because I don't actually. Which one is Emmy's? Haru has the other girl squeaky one. Hold on. So, VHS guide on how to play Pokemon cards. I could teach you to play Pikachu's. I could teach you. Actually, no, I probably can't. I probably don't know how any of the... Actually, I mean, the basics are probably still the same, but I don't... Okay, we gotta go over here though. The Pimpkachu's blah blah. I'm just making weird noises now, that's all. Bloop. Hello.
Hello, howdy.
Yeehaw.
Who?
I don't know. Who?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, you.
What?
What?
Howdy.
Hello.
Yeehaw.
I joined and I heard you.
Oh. It's because Haru walked in.
Sorry. Walked into the Discord.
You walked into the Discord.
What?
Now you connected to the vent server.
I'm just perpetually online. I live online, so I just walked in.
I mean, don't we all nowadays?
No.
Okay, and take it easy. Please get some good rest.
I'll log off right now. I'll do it.
Maybe get some comfy food. I don't know what comfy food would be to you. But yeah,
Oh my
take it
god,
easy.
it's
What do you
7:01.
mean?
It's her fault.
What? Don't be mean.
No. I'll be as mean as I want. Embarrassing.
It's fine.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Am I late for the sausage party?
The what?
Never late for that.
Go away.
Is this where the sausage party is? Am I at the wrong house?
Yes.
No.
No. I'll take my leave.
I was gonna make sausage and spaghetti tonight, and then my schedule got changed, and I'm working at 2 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh no.
So I just went to sleep instead.
I had 2 blueberries for lunch.
Nice.
Count them.
That's really impressive, Emmy.
Count them. 2.
He's counting those calories.
Uno, dos.
I was thinking about a third too, but I don't want to get fat.
I haven't had a real meal today either. It's just been a bunch of
Why are we
snacks.
all like this?
Eating hard.
I mean,
Twizzlers, goldfish,
please
I
send
had-
me.
mini muffins.
Send me
Half a
goldfish.
chocolate brownie.
I'm eating those Entenmann's party cakes, the ones with, like the vanilla frosting inside. Like I'm like individually packaged. I eat them in like one bite while I'm driving like at work, and it's like an asshole. Like everything's like falling out of my mouth as I'm like holding onto the steering wheel.
What?
I have had 2 cups of coffee though, so I'm ready to go.
Oh, I've got coffee right here, and I had a Monster a couple hours ago.
I thought this was one for a second. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, the other day, Mr. Background Noises, I like looked over at the screen and it was like they had just started raid and I saw this background and I was like, you're already on 4?
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's you. That's what we call you.
Does he want to, do you want to give him a name or nah? Is it
Do
funny?
you want a name or no? No, he said it's fine.
Okay.
He likes it.
I mean, he could have said absolutely anything.
His name can be distracting way.
You're a distracting way.
Hello?
It's Sil.
Just one time.
No, it's distracting way.
Okay, before we pull, can I discuss lightning into poison really quick?
Why?
Yeah, sure.
No.
So what we're gonna do is, since the lightning goes off, I'm gonna head right into the lightning tile when it goes off, and I'm gonna take that side.
Yeah.
That's where,
That's where me and
like on IR.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be right on the boss.
Okay,
On the
well
right
you're
side.
like pointing here and this is the edge, that's my spot.
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna be in melee.
in
No,
other
you
words,
should just be like here.
yeah.
Yeah, we're so if the boss is right here and lightning goes off here, I'm gonna run over here and take this spot.
Yeah, that's normally where I go, but like I said, I wouldn't give me that uptime spot.
So Matt, you can take this spot.
No
I'm
one's
always
on
here.
the butt.
So Emmy's gonna kill you, right?
I'm gonna be south then in that case. Is there
Yeah, the
anyone else
bus always
south?
empty.
Yeah, take south and then Z gets north. Okay, that's it.
Alright, nice.
Okay, I can stop contemplating the spikes. They look like poorly like carved something. Like they all have little dents on them. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at Emmy's gear too.
Fucking
That's
Bloodborne
why-
head over here.
You like that?
Yeah, of course.
No.
My weapon doesn't transform though, unfortunately. It should though.
Don't forget your food.
Get that from the lands between.
I see those food buffs going out.
They're optimizing their food time.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling that power, Z.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to run the numbers.
Oh no.
Got it up, it's fine.
Healers and tanks, no tether.
Why?
Healers and tanks, nothing.
You get what you deserve.
But gang, rise up.
Why do I get shouted at when I say butt gang?
Oh, we didn't put markers on people. I got it.
There you go.
Mad forgot I go last.
Sure did.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Happens.
Maybe
I
he
did
doesn't
think
care.
you originally got it.
Oof.
I don't know what happened, but I lost like... What is happening?
I don't know.
Why am I losing so many GCDs?
You gave them all to
Because
me.
you are bad.
Oh,
Right,
No,
I was supposed to
what
issue that.
happened?
I was so distracted with shit not going off that HG didn't go off.
You took a lot of damage. I was like, are you giving him your HP too?
Yeah, like, I go
But
to hit Royal...
I didn't want to distract you.
I went to hit Royal Authority.
Four.
and-
Sorry.
Yeah, shit's not going out when it should be.
Water first. Poison.
See you later, nerds.
This looks good.
Oh
Never
my
mind.
Can you
god.
get him?
How?
lightning.
Can you get him?
Not at this
With a
moment,
sword.
but yeah, I can.
Get to the wall.
It's over.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna walk in. Oh, both heals are down anyway.
That did none of that happened.
I think your toe clipped the water, I swear.
Did you get the corn?
So I went to go hit Royal Authority, and like 3 times in a row it would not go off when it should have. It's just that button. I think my 3 button might be fucked up. Hopefully not.
Are you definitely hitting that button?
Yes.
Well, you gotta click everything.
No.
Don't.
Time to click.
You don't even click, Joey.
I have clicked an entire dungeon once because my mouse decided it didn't want to work.
Oh, I do that all the time.
That was for whatever reason.
Thanks.
Logitech drivers just sometimes just shit themselves. DPS no teve. Logitech drivers just sometimes shit themselves, and it usually happens when I'm in a dungeon.
Sometimes I'll just be like
DPS
eating with one
nothing.
hand and then clicking everything on the other.
Butt gang?
Stop.
I click craft. I click craft sometimes, just because I don't want to like sit up.
See, I get shouted at.
Well, see, I did
Me
it that
first.
time because you said it.
Blockhead next. DPS move back.
And... Oh, sorry. I was about to say nobody took mine, but they just took it.
See, that time I said it because you commented that you always get yelled at. So I had to make sure that it was true.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Oh shit, Vanilla, thank you for the raid. I'm sorry, we're in p4s, so I can't get that shout out right now.
TV actually lasts long enough.
But I hope your stream went well.
Maybe for the first
Three.
South 3. Fucking canceling my cast walking past me. I hate this game.
Lightning.
Ugh.
Fire. Remember my group is staying by the wall.
Get off fire.
What a
Sword.
4. With a sword.
Gonna be
Right after.
poisoned. I'm just gonna go really far.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
You're ready for buffs.
Okay, Blood Rake.
Fire okay, fire okay.
I was just out of range of that arcane circle.
Oh, did that not hit you?
Not fine. Seals my
No
DPS
wonder.
anyway.
I was missing a soul. Just wondering who that was.
B.
33%.
We are
Yeah, that's
ending on
really-
B.
Ending on B. I'll move before the orbs
Hi,
come
Mac,
out.
where are you?
I'll move over, I got time.
Oh, okay. I was just worried. That's all.
It takes like 10 years for him to do all this.
Oh, I know.
Ending on B, right? Fire?
Yes, ending on fire.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Ours next, get behind boss, I'm gonna do wings.
Making the point in.
Went out a bit late, but it's fine. Towers, get ready. DPS towers.
Don't leave just yet. Make sure that the...
We need to grab Matt's tether.
Yeah, I saw
Mimi, you scare me every single time.
South is a bad idea.
DPS no tether. Buffs come out here.
End up behind boss again, get ready. Tanks and healers towers.
the tanks and healers, no rock.
Tanks and healers, no rod.
Tanks and healers, butt gang.
So remember, DPS no tether, but we want rot.
Butt gang, now.
Spread out, DPS.
Just at me and Mad.
No,
Gang here, tanks and healers. Being tethers.
DPS, get in front of us. In front of us.
What?
No,
You're
you take it.
No, no,
Mimi.
no, no!
Wait, what? Oh,
Mimi.
I thought it was the other way. I'm sorry. I'm so
No.
Okay, it's fine. It's fainted.
Sabotage.
That's why no DPS moved.
It's okay.
Let's focus on the fight.
sorry.
Here's down, I'm dropping stance.
Peanuts too.
Peanuts.
Couldn't drop stance because I was popping potion.
3.
3.
Water.
Water. Ooh.
Fire.
Fire.
Focus on mechanic.
Lightning. Try to get to the wall. 4.
Cape.
Okay.
Cape now. Spread out. I'll make room for you, Mad. Never mind. 3 whites.
Buffs.
Ah! My cast didn't finish in time.
LB Haru, maybe? Oh. Okay, that'll save Haru at least.
Yeah, we got it. Just get it past this percentage.
It's got to be 49.
Yeah, it's not that
You guys
much.
got
to
it.
go through.
Lost Haru.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Nope.
Sorry.
I threw my thing up there, so I nothing, no more mitigation.
The first hit was the first hit was good. I took no damage in that corner.
Everybody else died on that first hit.
Are you able to use a swift cat for that? Swift cast for that?
Maybe, but yeah.
You probably
I
have
died.
to.
I put soil down, but I don't.
Oh no, not the
Everyone
first
else.
hit. It was the. Never mind.
Yeah, the first hit killed us all except for you.
It was the poison that did no damage.
Don't forget, after poison goes off, immediately collapse the boss.
Yeah,
I don't
didn't
care
have-
what you are, do it.
Yeah, I didn't have
Yeah,
it on.
we were there, just we didn't have the health.
Yeah.
I know why I survived too.
Let me guess, does it start with an M and end on a word?
Yes.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I used it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna get to Thunder in time.
Like, if I have to, I'll break my GCD and Clemency of DV.
Now the soil might also been late and not registered for anybody as well. I don't know if that would have saved anyone though.
DPS, no tether.
DPS nothing?
Yes, nothing.
Yes, butt gang.
Ow.
Did wings earlier, fuck.
It's fine.
Wish I was in that bubble.
You're fine.
Probably.
That's what Man Awards for.
Man Awards for surviving Thunder or Poison.
Not want to clip either, see, that's why I moved.
It's okay, I was distracted. This new power.
What new power?
Don't worry about it.
Worry about it.
4?
Or
Stone.
I showed him my secret dark opener.
Ah,
What it is.
right, that makes sense.
Lightning?
I'm sorry.
Poison?
Later, nerds. Actually, no way, I'm out of stone.
Hey kid.
There we go.
Arm flank.
No, man, I'm going into the lightning. Remember.
It's actually based on like on what panel is there?
Oh,
But
man.
hello?
Well, I said I was going into the lightning. If you want to do that, that's fine.
I think it'd be better to just do positionals
Static
rather than
positions, yeah.
yeah, rather than just reflexive on tiles. Less
I mean,
critical
that's fine.
thinking
I
involved.
don't. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter to me.
if we could do that, that's
That would help me. I mean, I've been always treating the spikes as north ever since you told me that.
Yeah.
And then just adjusting from there.
Same.
Okay, then I'll take the opposite side.
I mean, will that screw you up, like, for poison?
No, doesn't screw me at all. I just need to know which side I need to go on. I assume the lightning spot was always untaken. Because before...
Oh no, I've always been going to that spot specifically, the left of wherever we're at there.
Okay.
I mean,
you can have it.
In the event that right is poison tile and you can't go to your right side, I'll let you have south of boss. I'll stay back.
Poison should always be far if it's lightning poison.
Okay.
It would be for the second one that would be difficult, but...
Well, for the second one, you have all the time in the world to adjust, so...
Yeah.
So it shouldn't matter.
Fine. I'll take opposite of lightning then.
I don't want to hear shit from a range.
Hi.
That's why there was a smile at the end of the message.
I would like to see your take on this. Like, come on, put on your melee weapon.
Oh, I mean, we sorted this out quite early. With me,
no, we didn't.
And Mimi, we sorted this out as soon as we discussed it. It was done in 1 week.
No, I caused problems later.
Yeah, let's not. Let's get this over with so we can prog.
This is straight up revisionist history.
I'm about to fucking lose it. Everybody better quit immediately.
That was sus.
Can't believe y'all are getting mad at the melee chats.
He's not getting mad.
I'm straight up being gaslit by my own range partner over here.
Healers and tanks. No Tyler. Healers and tanks, nothing.
It's what you deserve. No, I made that joke like, oh my goodness, your health.
You're fine.
Me first, then Mad,
I
and then
mean,
DPS go in front.
Get behind boss now.
Bye.
oh, I know one. One. Lightning. Fire. Remember to get off the fire tile.
It's water. North.
Okay.
Poison. I need to leave. I'm going, Mayuri, don't worry.
You have all the time in the world, don't panic.
I was like
Buffs are
in
coming
the
out.
I was in the middle of the oh, hi Zato, sorry. I was quite literally in the middle of the poison tile. I was a little worried.
Fine.
Fire okay.
Reprisal, really, fuck.
I'm about to move in. Hold on.
Okay. It's good, Chief. We're not gonna have reprisal from Bellary coming up.
That was a waste
I'm
of time.
gonna feint this one.
Okay. That should work.
You're a wet fight.
Fire. A.
Fire, yeah, sorry.
Air tile.
Get up.
Boss is going north, be behind boss. To do wings here. Okay, get ready for towers. Thank you, other towers. DPS grab tether.
Wait, mine. I can cast my
Break 2.
Tank healer, no tether. Buff's coming out.
Ow.
Sorry.
You okay?
Towers 2. Thank you, other towers again.
Painkillers get nothing. Zato. Zato. Ooh, that spooked me. Sorry.
Fine, I do it so he doesn't turn.
Healers and tanks get in. Healers and tanks get in. Shut up. And now DPS.
It's messed up. That's cool.
Bad.
We want the tether, DPS.
Zato will die.
I don't have HG for this. I'm gonna die.
I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Might be okay.
See. Yes.
Yeah, that's what you
God,
deserve. That's what you deserve.
Please focus on the fight.
Should be fine.
We're right on track. Another death is going to be the end of it, probably.
4.
West.
Well,
Do in a moment.
Better hope it. Nope. That sucks.
Remember to move off the fire tile.
Okay. Wada.
South.
South.
3.
With
Sword.
the sword.
Spread, 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 spread.
Be taking Z spot since he's down.
Deco.
Middle,
Spain it.
now heal. Nothing to mitigate with. Got
Hey,
4%
Matt,
to
you-
burn through. This is
You
rough.
want to LB?
Yeah, please LB now.
I
It's
got
gonna be too
it,
late
I
if you
got
don't.
Maybe.
Might be doable. Pressing your buttons, we got it.
unfortunately. Also,
Nice.
fuck you.
No, I'm sorry. I was worried about the timing and the server registering you being in the tower, and then I was distracting and
Z keeps the boss north for
No, that's
positionals. It's fine.
I got the timing down for that, so it's okay.
Well, I also
So,
died
yeah.
because of lack of healing at the beginning, too.
We had a lot
You're
of
not
deaths
too
there.
far from my horoscope.
It was the tethers rot that was a mess.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
take
Yeah,
your
we don't have to
tether
do
out
it.
to the edge. You need to stay in closer for kills too.
That was last pull. Let's not worry about it. Let's focus on this.
That was this pull!
Well, last
Yeah,
pull because we just
now
did
it's
this.
last pull.
That's a consistent issue. Like the range are always going out to the edge with their tethers.
Can I trust everyone to stay stacked, like, directly south and not spread out if they don't have a tether?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, if you don't, then I can't reach you to heal you.
Okay. Oh, we need our new markers.
Just
No,
give
you
Haru
just
the
make this
fairy
one.
tether. It's like 400 yalms.
From whatever. Let's just focus on this part.
What are you trying to do?
20
20
seconds.
second countdown.
Okay, great.
So remember, after the charge, we're going to use our knockback resist, and the person that wasn't charged, the 3 that weren't charged, are going to move in to take the Earthshakers.
Yep. And the
Okay.
other one is going to be max melee.
Question real quick before we pull, actually. Yesterday y'all said you couldn't reach him. Was that when I put it on the tip of the tranquil? Or was that when I
Yeah.
put it at the wall? Okay.
It's the wall, but I was able to reach him if I stepped like to the very edge of my tower, but
what
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
do
put-
is I'll go a little further out then.
yeah.
Probably like, do you see where that diamond is at the tip of the triangle? The tip of that. Where it meets the
Good.
lines.
Who's going to bait the ranged kick?
I am.
Do you have a target?
Mm,
Okay.
I'll be the first bait, and then either will be
Yep.
second.
And then we decided that we're gonna keep static sides and not have like swapping depending on which one's first. Because either way, you're gonna lose uptime.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So ranged are
Yeah,
always
so range
west?
will always be on the west side.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just the DV.
Yeah.
Shit, he did it. Without being prompted.
Better,
Character
better now
development.
than 10 seconds from now.
Alright.
No pots.
Oh, I was just about to use it, you know? This was going to be the pull.
Yeah, I said to myself, I should think about
Save your drugs.
what to use.
I'm stupid as hell. Why did I do that? Ugh.
You wanted to make sure we took 0 damage instead of,
No, I did 2 goring blades
oh.
in a row.
Good thing it's
Wait.
only prog.
I thought you were using wings for this one.
I did.
No, like the
No,
upcoming
this one.
Fuck yeah.
It's whatever.
No one's gathered up anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought that's why you were using it on the first one.
Actually, Arcane Crest, the second one.
Oh wait, I
North,
wrote
south,
right.
north, south,
Right.
north, south,
south.
north, south.
Arcane.
Arcane. Ukraine. Sorry.
Yabai.
Far
Far
side.
side in.
Why are you leaving, Hyvak?
Don't know.
I'm reminding you, sorry.
For the habit.
I know.
Gotta get those positionals.
Hopefully I can get a crest out before we split as well.
Don't
Should
forget
definitely
Mimi. East-west, east-west. Don't forget Mimi. Using illumination before we leave.
I used it for something earlier on accident.
Awesome.
Wait, I could- oh, shit.
Like
We
they
are
were going
winning.
west.
I went the wrong direction, but it maybe is okay. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
right. Oh,
what?
No, that. Well, both tanks are on this side and no healers on this side, so no.
Yeah, no, I went
Lot
the
of-
I went the wrong way. I was like, wait, am I purple? I thought it was fire, and then I wasn't.
That's why we spread out to see what we have.
Yeah, no, I saw it, and I just don't know. I just misread it completely. That's my bad.
Anyway, like you were right going the direction you're going. I was supposed to go clockwise that time.
I was fighter tank, so I think I should have gone that direction, so I was right.
Yeah, yeah. If you thought you were supposed to go the direction I went, yes, you're right. I'm just.
No, I wasn't shadow tank, so... Wait,
You
does
were?
that mean I went the wrong way?
No, you went the right way.
Okay.
I went the opposite of where my tether was going.
Yeah, sorry.
So-
That's my bad. I was dumb.
I mean, it can still work like that. It's just not what we originally planned.
No, it's not what I should be doing, and I just got I misread. That's all. Sorry.
Remember now, I do wings this, but I overpriced it a second.
He's laughing at us.
Distractingly living up to his namesake.
Better than laughing with us.
Oh, my style's really fucking early. I forgot how long this part takes. Come on,
Arcane Quest.
Ooh woo.
No Ubus.
Yes, ooh woo. I'll guess up. North south.
North south.
South.
Do you not remember what happened last time you Ubu'd?
Okay. Goodbye. As long as I ate the tower.
Sure.
In.
Far side.
In.
Why does Harry eat shit whenever you Ubu?
Is it intentional?
No.
I think
The first time she did it, it was might as well have been intentional. I couldn't see anything. You know, like in Dragon Ball, like when they get really mad, like their pupils disappear.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Anyway, my illume's probably super early because again, it's north and south.
North south.
I just keep forgetting how long this shit takes. I'm so sorry.
Wind, we go north. Yeah, goodbye, illumination.
Yeah, I'm just not used to.
Did I left too early? Oh, it's still counting. Okay.
I got a quest off. You all have
I went the
quests.
wrong way!
There.
Fuck! I keep
Am I not
forgetting
supposed
which
to be
way.
here? It's
Every-
counter.
Yeah, you're
it's
supposed to come
counterclockwise.
the forward.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's my
No,
bad.
not
We need
you,
to go
blockhead.
over. We need to go over like where everyone needs to go for everything.
No, I just keep mixing up fire and shadow for some reason. It's the second movement. Like, shadow, I go counterclockwise, but fire, I go clockwise.
Healers
mixing
always
them
go
up for some
clockwise,
reason.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully I'll remember which way clockwise
Did you
is.
see it, Haru? I got quest off.
I did.
I
I think I hit everyone except for the people who leave early. I think.
Okay, I got my refrigerator noises playing.
Bail.
That's a joke for people who listen to Sun.
I was laughing at her shouting Bail.
My horoscope was running out of time before I needed to heal.
Excuse me.
First dose. First technically, but no.
North south. Near.
Sight out.
You're stripping too? What?
What?
The baby kicked it off.
I'm gonna just not.
Can't say that and then provide no context.
Absolutely
I don't
can.
know.
Then you got a double.
I have no context to provide, I'm sorry.
North south.
Stay so you can see your color. If you want to use illumination, now's the time.
Went to the right spot this time.
I mean,
Aw,
left.
man, you got clipped.
I mean, you
Yeah,
left
so-
really early.
Do we want to try to keep going for practice, or
Yeah.
just wall it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
You're gonna bloodbath.
Oh, you got it. I just didn't see it. My bad. East first.
Ranged are baiting the first kick.
Okay,
East towers
so
first.
that's my Yurdi, right?
Yep.
Or moves, press anti-knockback. Now. Towers.
I didn't realize how big that was.
I thought if we were reversing it, it meant that the range were just going to the side that's going first, not
We're not.
beating
I said that
first.
we're not doing that
Also,
Why?
because you
Because
lose
you're gonna-
uptime either way.
Yeah, you're going to be missing one of them either way, so if we just have static spots, it makes it simpler.
there's no uptime stat for this one apparently.
I mean, it's not even really a matter of uptime, it's just consistency and people not getting confused.
Well, no, in this case, it's which consistency do we want? Sides or order? And I think that people were preferring positions rather than what order.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Either way, Mimi wasn't on the west side.
No, I got knocked back. I didn't realize that the knockback was that big, and I just got shot off to the other side.
That was before the knockback. That's the knockback if you're in the way of the kick.
Yeah, you should not be over there. Wait for Kid to go off, then you go to your tower.
I was waiting.
You were too close, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I was on the wrong side.
Just let it play out the move.
So, so we're keeping positions static, yes?
What do we want to do? Do we want to do static positions, or do we want to do static groups? I guess.
Like order.
Order.
I feel like positions would be less confusing. There's only one variable if it's positions fixed. And that would be who's baiting first.
Okay.
Whereas if we do, like, relative sides, it's going to be more variables to mess up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as far as baiting the Earthshakers, so Mayu's gonna like, I'll use this as an example for the range. So like Mayu's gonna like stand like here-ish, whatever. She's gonna get kicked. I'm not walking any further. She's gonna walk out towards the center to like max melee, and then we're going to go in to the boss hitbox, pointing the Earthshakers like if this is like you would be here, Mimi, like pointing it out this way toward the spikes, and then Leica would and I would be at your flanks,
Okay.
pointing it straight up and down.
I mean, that means me and you could just stand at our spots at the time.
Yeah. So what you would do, Mimi, probably is I would imagine the best way to do it would be to like stand with either me and Leica like north and south, and then after Mayu baits the kick, run into where you need to go as she runs out.
Okay.
I think that's how we should do it.
Okay.
We're gonna need to see it more anyway.
We hadn't like,
Yeah.
we hadn't ever made it to the part where we get the second kick, and yesterday we always had tanks first. So
Alright, let's go.
I hadn't gotten to see from our point of view what to do. Hmm? Tato?
Let us know when Z.
Potatoes.
This should look pretty good when we get it down. Should look pretty spiffy.
Yeah, emotion will look cool. Is the
It'll
duty
be,
recorder? It's the duty
it'll be-
recorder updated with this?
The fuck is duty recorder?
Has anybody ever used the duty recorder?
I mean, you can use it for full videos. That's really
Duty.
it. Anyway, what were you saying, Emmy? Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, that since the first charge, they don't have to worry about the towers, right? They just have to worry about the charge and the Earthshakers because their towers are going off second. Right?
Yeah. There's no towers
Yeah,
for the
okay.
second kick. Which would mean if I'm baiting second kick, I can bait it close to center. That way you'll still get uptime.
So in that case, the melee and the tank should have just went out, taken their towers, and then waited for the kick.
The first tower comes after the water knockback.
Right.
Wait, first or
that's what-
second tower?
First.
The first tower explosion, and it's happening when Earthshakers are going off.
Oh, you mean the explosion? Yeah.
Yeah.
When do we knock back again?
When you
After
see
the
the
boss
kick.
moves.
When you see the
Yeah.
kick.
So when we're going like in to bait our Earthshakers.
North south?
Buzzers.
Far
Far.
side in.
That's how you're
East west safe. Yeah, east west safe. Emmy, we're going B. Clockwise. Bye, Emmy.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, all of us. It was 45k damage.
First I did it right. Heck yeah.
No, we did it right. We just had no healing.
Was illumination up?
I used it. I would think so.
Just waiting first.
Cool.
Melee's baiting first.
Yep.
Okay, I
second.
was wrong then. Never mind. Right here.
Knock back.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Oh, that's...
Leica.
Sorry, I get timing sound for.
I forgot that I was in the other one. You're right.
Yeah, we want to be in the towers when you see that kick go off.
So the first towers go off before the knockback then? Because Mary just said they went off after the knockback.
Oh. Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, so the first towers go off before the knockback.
Oh, that's it? I thought it was at the same time.
I'm just gonna look it up.
Looks like a little bit later. Looks like towers and then water.
Because I thought that you could like get knocked back into the tower.
I mean, that would make sense.
No, it goes off. It goes off at the same time as the tower.
It does? Okay.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
this is...
Oh wait, no. 3 seconds after, 1 GCD after. But you want to be in the tower. You want to be in that tower when you see the kick animation.
Alright, I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah.
For the timing on it would probably be second tower, not back, if you want to do it that way.
Did Mad and Z hit each other with Earthshakers there?
We
Is that
died
what
from the
happened?
tower.
Oh, we died from the tower. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was...
We were all in our spots for Earthshaker. It looks like the Earthshakers went off just fine.
Yeah, if you miss the tower, it's a wipe.
Yeah, the timing is tower and quakes at the same time, then the knockback, then the second kick happens at the same time as the second set of towers.
Sorry.
That's you.
Sorry.
Right,
Yeah,
let's go
I
again.
forgot which spot I was.
I can't pop DV mid-mechanic because the shields don't catch everybody, unfortunately. So I'm
Man.
popping it pre-mechanic.
You want to use it now?
I got a one-track mind, sorry.
You're already on the track of Divine Veil.
Yeah, but that requires like a junction. This is only one track. That track's going straight into heck. I don't know where I'm going with this bit.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
I don't know. Dropping a country song.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here.
What?
Anthony Fantano.
Who? You
I
know,
have no idea what.
whatever. Not important.
Music review guy.
North and
Oh.
south.
North, south.
Far side.
Nice. Wait, shit.
Sometimes, Blockhead, you just say stuff and I have no idea what you're talking about.
Good.
What happens when you get old?
It's a lot of the time.
He's old.
Back in my day,
The whole year older than me. He's ancient.
we walked 15
Yeah, I mean, but-
miles to get our means.
Tristan's old. I can understand Tristan. Somehow.
Did you?
Are you sure about that? East,
East,
west.
west. Okay, like it, we're going east.
Go gamers. Oh, I nearly ran into the wall.
Missing a healer?
My God.
Or
You were
missing-
missing a tank. You
Oh,
were
a
missing
tank,
a tank.
okay.
You were missing
Got it.
me.
Oh, no.
I hate to say we were missing heals.
I don't
I
mean,
went-
I don't know.
you went?
I don't know. We died because of the tower, so I don't want to say one
Did
way or
we?
another. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Well, the other I can't remember which other DPS was with us. They didn't die.
I died. I had a mana ward up and everything.
Yeah, me and you died.
Where were you guys?
I don't know.
Whoever-
Were you
whoever
wind?
The third. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have snapped your tether.
No, we
no,
didn't.
we were on top of each other.
Fail.
The third DPS who stacked with us survived.
I don't know then. Yeah, they shouldn't have survived then.
It was
That
me.
doesn't sound what you do. Like, Matt has less M depth, so that makes no sense.
Wait, where were you guys?
We were wind. We were
No.
south at the end
Oh,
of
okay,
it.
okay, okay. Hmm. The wind group seems to be having something going on every single time so far.
Well, it also doesn't help that we have a guy literally on the other side of the planet, so
He's
Being that mechanic.
two. You also have me on the other side of the planet.
you don't get wind though, do you?
No.
Yeah, just it's like a.
If it's always the wind side, can we just like throw an extra heal with the healer over there?
You might
East,
have
west,
to,
eh?
unfortunately.
East west.
It happens when I'm fire as well. So it's nothing to do with when the fire.
I feel like the fire side consistently survives more.
Up!
I
Like
distracted
a
myself
tower.
talking and went the wrong way.
Can you see?
If we die again to Act 2, just
Can you
take a
s-
minute. I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
what?
Like, can you see what
What?
kills you?
Yeah.
What the attack
If
name
we have,
is?
like-
It's the same thing every time.
It's always it's
stack.
every yeah, it's always the fire stack that kills that group.
Yeah, it's the fire stack, or if I'm the fire part moving to the wind.
Hmm.
It always kills me every single time. I just there was the one time I survived was because I got a macrocosmos. Pop
Do you
scaring it.
are you hitting second wind?
It's not going to do it. It's hitting over my max HP.
That
Yeah,
time,
if it's hitting for
the last time you were out of my, you were on the opposite side of me.
Wait, did you say more than your max HP?
I'm at 60k. It's hitting me. I'm getting sort of 2 hits. I think that's from the fire and the wind, but it's like 45k and then another negligible amount.
I thought you
So
meant just the one hit was doing that much damage, which meant you were messing up mechanic. But
Well,
it sounds like
are both healers healing when they see the fire hit go out, not the dark?
I think I have been hitting
Yes.
Indom,
Because I remember we discussed that yesterday.
but that only hits my half.
there-
Part of the
Well, I
problem,
mean, there's two
like,
there's two
for-
healers, one on each side of the arena.
So if it's
So if
my intention is to use Indom after, but I don't know.
Essentially, if DPS don't get, if we don't get healed after the first explosion, we're just gonna die.
The
There's
macrocosmos
nothing
goes
we can
off
do about
after
it.
the first explosion.
I've only been hit by it once.
Okay.
I'll be completely. I've only had a macrocosmos heal once.
Is it going too early or too late?
I haven't noticed. I'll be
Okay.
honest. I've only noticed it once where it's been.
It would have to be too early.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of.
Yeah.
Is there any damage before the fire?
Yes.
The purple.
The purple explosion, which triggers my arcane crest, and then the explosion from the fire, which takes us way below half, and then the second explosion from the fire, which we take after moving clockwise.
Okay.
Are we even doing this right? Because we had so much shielding before going into it.
This is the correct way of doing it. So the
Yeah.
actual movement and mechanics that we're doing it is correct.
Maybe we just had to stack more mitigation. I can't think of what
I mean, I
else it
could
could
throw
be.
I'm
Trooper
just-
up there, but I
it's-
don't think it covers the last hit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think the problem is that a lot of the mitigation that I can send out tends to fall off before the last hit. Like,
We might have to stagger it then, like one half mitigation and then the second half mechanic.
Issue is if we stagger it, we don't hit everybody.
yeah,
That's fine because as long as you survive,
It's not.
that's what.
It's not fine. Is the point?
that's
Because
the problem.
if we
what I
stagger
said
it,
what I said yesterday was all this mitigation should be going out when we're stacked under the boss, not before.
It
The
doesn't
mechanic is-
last until the last hit. That's what the problem is.
Can I finish, please? The entire mechanic, up until Ultimate Impulse starts casting, is 12 seconds. From the minute Dark Design goes out and those AoEs, like, drop underneath us, it's 12 seconds. Ultimate Impulse starts casting on the 12th second, and then it's like 6 or 7 seconds before it finishes casting. I don't care about that one. That one we'll be fine, as long as we're healed up to full. Like, if mitigation isn't lasting 12 seconds, that means you're using it too early. That's all I can say about that.
Well, I mean, shields will just get used.
I don't care about shields. I'm talking about mitigation, like straight defense mitigation, Troubadour, Fey Illumination, Dark Mind, or whatever it's called, Missionary, whichever one's the AOE.
Missionary.
Yeah, and everyone's getting arcane crest today too. If you're near the middle.
Like shields are my last concern right now, because
Well,
those
we had a
get
loom,
eaten by.
so
So let's try Troubadour. Like, use it when we're all stacked under the boss.
okay.
You said you were listening, but did you catch that C, just in case? Okay, good. Just, if you're not Shadow Tank, when you're under the boss stacking with everybody, hit Missionary before AoEs go off. That should cover the entire mechanic. Timing might be tight, though. Alright, yeah. Need more mitigation, then. That
This
might...
guy.
Like a doll.
You better have heard me talking about Troubadour.
He's not saying anything, so probably not.
Motherfucker.
I hate repeating myself.
You know what sucks, Haru, is I can't even do ranged attacks as Reaper.
He definitely didn't hear you because knowing him, he probably would have interrupted you to say something about it.
Oh, lol.
Goddamn.
I mean, you can use one harp before you get screwed.
I'm coming back.
Did you hear me about Troubadour
I
before you got disconnected?
did not.
I was saying when. Sorry, this is funny. We're going to put out all our defensive mitigation, so Troubadour, Missionary, and Fey Illumination, when we're all stacked under the boss before the AoEs drop, not when you see the Thorns drop. You're out, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Did you catch the bit where he was saying the moment the AoEs go off under him to Dark Design or whatever is 12 seconds, so you have time to Troubadour everything?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I didn't DC that early.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yes, you can Troubadour everything up into Ultimate Impulse, which I'm reprising anyway.
Yeah, I honestly just think it's a matter of making sure we don't use our mitigation too early.
Yeah.
Well, either way, with mitigation or without mitigation, we're still going to need to tweak the heal timing because we're just not receiving heals.
The macrocosmos might just be going off too early, based on your ping and latency.
90k heals? Yeah, that should definitely be keeping y'all up then. I don't know.
Because what I'm saying is we're receiving no heals from, or at least every single time that I've died, I've not received a single heal from being hit by the first fire and then splitting.
Yeah, someone needs to give Myri a clear answer if it's too early or too
I
late.
don't know what you mean by too early or too late for Macrocosmos. That's the.
If it's too early, you're not gonna get healed anything because it's going off before the fire hits you on your end.
The heal isn't going off at all. So I'm not receiving any heal whatsoever, so it's not early.
My heal's going off. I make sure of that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whatever, interpret it however you. What I'm saying is I'm not. Okay, in that case it'll be before the first fire stack then.
So then it's too early.
Yeah, too early because I'm not receiving anything from the first.
Okay.
Well, we can take a look at it here when we pull.
I don't know the timing for macro.
Just next this pull, pay attention to your health bar and pay attention to your buffs. It's real
If
simple.
it helps, pay attention to the fly text to see when things are hitting.
If you have the funny numbers program open, you can actually check for if you have it or not at that exact moment.
I know a shit ton of buffs are on us at that time, so.
Yeah, and we're worrying about movement.
Yeah.
You're a bard.
I'll look. Yeah, but I'm still gonna worry about moving.
He's got to think about where to go.
Guess I shouldn't talk. I got a one-track mind.
Oh my god, it's up at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the heals, it's timing them. I think we have everything that we need, it's just things aren't at the right moment. I don't know.
Yeah, at the risk of repeating myself, it's more than likely a myriad issue with like Mitt and all that. Just saying, it's heals, XD is not the answer.
No.
Yeah, let's try it with the new time before we go back to the drawing board.
Oops, this is late. East and west.
East-west.
I went to the wrong tower. Got it though.
Damn.
Nice.
Bro.
Clear sight out.
I thought for sure you were gonna get server ticked there.
I was getting ready to reset the timer.
How did we not get shocked?
That's a good question, but not a question we need an answer to.
Blockhead lives on top of the servers. He lives
I'm
in the
just-
server, actually.
Anyway.
I'm actually just really good at instance timing.
Which way is this?
We'll find out.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
East-west.
Remember, wait until buffs. Okay.
of your mid now.
Mine's early then.
I went the wrong way, but can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? No, I can't. It's
That was
okay.
good though. That was fine. That was perfect.
Fainted.
Addled.
I didn't DM, by the way.
So it was timing. It looked like it was timing.
Pay attention. Act 3.
Melee baiting kick first.
Dang. Later, gamers.
Later.
Our spots now.
Mitigate.
Get not back.
That's okay. Oh!
I did mine too early.
That looked good though. Good shit.
Then Earthshakers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Earthshakers,
baited me
real
there.
die.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you walking too far there, Mayu.
Near sight. So then a near sight, far sight.
That looked really good though.
Oh, grabbing the res, got it.
My
The
bad.
micro went off as soon as I got hit by the fire that time, which was perfect.
Yeah.
By the first fire.
Cosmos
Open,
went at the right time.
You opened a diagram that was posted last night, so I already forgot what my tower spot was. But I went to the right one by accident.
I forgot my anti-knockback.
You're the one below Emmy.
So that would
B.
be B.
No,
Okay.
yeah, B-ish.
The one closest to B, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay. Top to bottom second. Got it.
Yeah, sorry that I just completely forgot my anti-knockback.
Literally the moment he moves, you hit it.
I kind of forgot it was a mechanic.
You got a little bit more wiggle room than that. You got about GCD. I did it at GCD after and was absolutely fine.
We can basically just, well, kind of go back in.
As soon as you see it, just grab it then.
Yeah, no, I just completely forgot it was there.
Well, don't.
Well, I mean, we do need to go back in so that we're further than Mayu.
Yeah,
so that
that's
we
what I
don't
mean.
bait the,
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if we do bait it, it's an adjust sort of thing, but yeah. What am I doing? I'm just standing here.
Oh, it's made the first pool tonight. Usually cleared itself up though.
So how many acts do you think they're going to be?
We literally discussed this yesterday. It's 4.
Like a left early.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't here.
North, south, north, south.
North, south.
Oh, I didn't realize he left that early.
Apologize.
Holly.
This is not important.
Far.
Our side in.
Who punched their mic?
That's me. I coughed, so I just slapped the mic to turn it off.
Anyway.
Are you coughing too?
No.
Whoever's fiddling with their
East-west.
Where am I? Okay. We did it.
Nice.
Good shit.
Yeah, it looks like. Whew, it looks like it
Waited.
definitely was just the timing.
Be all focused. It's time for towers.
I also am using
Chris?
expedience there now for sure.
melee baiting first again.
And human works on face.
Knockbacks, towers. Oh, fuck.
I forgot
Hi,
about
Zato.
the thing that Mayu told us last time. I'm sorry, Mayu.
Hi, Zato.
You're too
I was
close.
like, oh, I can pre-position and stand in between the fucking boss and Blockhead and everything will be fine. No.
Nope.
It's like Zato just comes yeet over like, oh, hello there. Goodbye, you die.
Did I?
You did.
I don't remember what I was saying yesterday. I'm sorry, Mayuri.
Okay.
Everyone's asking for an apology. I want people to thank me for solving this for everyone.
Before we kill
You
each
could,
other.
Fuck you, dude.
Or you could suck my farts.
That's right. Again.
Whatever.
Let us not forget. Figure it out. Act 3 immediately.
Me. I'll pull up the VOD. The exact words are, "Oh, I just saw everything happen in order. This is easy."
He did.
I got the timestamps. I got the receipts.
Do you really
And
have
I'm
the
gonna. No.
Got the chat logs.
I'll apologize on behalf of Laika, just so I don't see Mayu grumpy.
I literally apologized.
Do it again.
Get on your feet and grovel.
Together.
Your knees, rather.
She got a pat and a dote, that's what she gets.
Wow. What if she doesn't like being head pat?
That's a lie.
Well, just because she's a Lala, she likes head pats?
Everybody likes head pats.
Are you generalizing?
East and west.
East-west safe.
It's not Lala exclusive.
I don't like head pats. Don't fucking touch my head ever.
Far.
Farsight in. That's a lie, by the way.
I would say that's the biggest lie.
I yearn for physical contact.
I think that's just you being lonely, not liking head pats.
That's right. Chad, yes meme.
East west.
East-west. At least we're getting good at east-west.
What?
Well, that sucks.
Oh no!
Where did you get
I
clipped?
just realized what those AoEs have.
It's faded. Oh.
I think I know why those. I think I know why those AoEs are killing people now.
Hmm?
They're consistent AoEs. You can't move in them after they flash.
What? I got hit by a tower. Lol.
Yeah, because I was dead. So you see the animation go off. You know you could normally move in after it goes off. You
Blockhead,
can't do
you're
it with
baiting
that one.
first. Blockhead, you're baiting first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's add this.
You can explain it to us after.
Help me. Fuck.
Oh.
Fuck. I think I was just too far away. Or,
You were.
yeah. Just out of range. I realized the distance as soon as I stepped away. I'm like, I think this is a little too much looking at the squares.
Ow.
My fault.
It's okay. We're getting Act 2 down pretty well. Anyway, so you know how like the fire AoEs go off?
Mm.
You know how most AoEs, like they do the animation, you can just move back in, whatever?
Hmm.
The fire AoEs, as long as they are on screen, are dangerous. I was not in it, and then I moved towards it, and then I immediately died.
Ah.
It's really shitty.
I saw that, Leica.
I'm going to the land between if you keep this up.
The lands between the Elden Ring. I see it.
Can you instead see a copy on Steam for me, please?
Is it your birthday?
Happy
it
birthday,
will be,
Mimi.
It's not my
Yeah.
birthday!
Happy birthday, Mimi.
It will be in 5 months.
It's my birthday next month.
I don't want to be 33.
It's not my birthday!
I'm an old man in anime years.
You gotta...
You're over 30. In anime years, you're like decrepit. You're not. You don't even exist anymore in anime years.
You're ancient.
I could be a hot dilf though, like let's see, you.
Use your fucking wings now. Thanks.
Yeah. I got it.
Stop trying to think of dad characters.
I'm like a butterfly. I emerge as a hot dilf and spread my wings.
Stop!
Stop trying to think. Oh, we don't
I'm
do
getting
that
distracted.
Sorry.
here. Yeah, blockhead.
What are you gonna eat for your birthday, Mimi?
It's not my birthday!
Stop thinking Z, think of Deuce.
East and west.
East-west safe.
I hope it's good.
My birthday.
You can move into these ones though.
Farsight?
Farsight in.
Just think, Mimi, it's free content.
Holy shit, Haru.
In like next month when I'm done
Sorry.
with it.
Right.
My birthday's the closest.
Me too.
Your early birthday.
Me
You already
too.
have Elden Ring.
Winter birthday.
August for me.
Same.
East, west.
East-west. This is where I fuck it up.
That's good. Hell yeah.
Get in the bubble,
Paint it.
please.
Remember when this was giving us trouble?
Like
10 minutes ago?
10 minutes ago?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
That's character development.
All it took was one brave Lalafell.
I'm deleting it.
Range baiting first. Range baiting first.
Leica, Mimi, I think you guys are gonna get yeeted.
A little further north. A little further north.
Hi.
And remember, Mimi, you're going to be on the by the spikes.
Am I gonna make it?
Nice knockback.
Nope.
I got hit twice.
Yeah,
Gotta bait the kick.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was my bad.
You might just have to spread it a little further then.
Yeah, I thought it was faster, so like I'm trying to prepare to go. Yeah, no, I needed to go closer to the, like, the opposite of it. My bad.
Are you still baiting the second kick, Slime Hat?
I'm trying to, yeah. But then
Yeah, you need to be far back.
I'm
Well,
trying
You
to
won't be in range to shield lob.
I'm trying not to be too far because technically all the melee are going to be up. I don't want it to go too far out of melee
He was
range.
he was fine. It was me. What we need to do is we need to actually be closer to the middle, but not
Yeah.
in the path. I just
Okay.
was dumb and I stayed in my tower and just watched everybody die. So I just stood there.
You
I
had the
observed.
I observed.
neuron activation.
If you're
Yeah.
If you guys are doing first tower, like in that instance, I mean, it's probably annoying to plan for it because it's a 50-50. You could, I guess Emmy can't. You could stack your gap closers.
I had my
That's
gap
ongoing.
closer, but I was scared to use it.
Because what I was thinking was like gap close to the boss when he kicks to Mayu. Just make
It's
sure
okay.
you're out of. Just make sure you're max melee.
Z, you've never been scared to gap close.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
get what you're saying.
Slam the button.
it's a little extra work. I don't even know if it'd be worth it honestly.
Right, so pretending he goes over to range side first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to bait it around here. That way melee don't have to go too far to hit the boss.
Oh shit, we have to be really far in then.
Yeah.
Last time I'm saying, like, you could hold on to a gap closer, and then when he goes and kicks Mayu over at the west side,
Yeah, you immediately gap close in.
gap close,
Okay.
and then just make sure you're max melee. Like, I'm making sure I'm inside the hitbox to bait my Earthshaker. Just make sure you're max melee and inside, like, towards the middle of the arena.
And then once Cat's bar for kick comes up, I'll go out. He'll hit me, and then we'll bait the Earthshakers on the side where B is, so we'll be perfectly fine.
Not you
Okay.
though. We as in not everybody but Blockhead.
Yeah, I'll be running.
Yeah.
Be running the
Right.
boss.
Yeah, just run through.
And the best part is, because of where he is, you won't have to move him very far to center him.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
that'll work. But that's only if you're second.
Yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about workshopping.
That's good.
Sounds good to me.
And what Maya said.
Okay, you good to go?
Water peanuts. That knockback is definitely made like they intend you. They want you to get knocked back into the towers. I can feel it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no.
Since when have the players ever done a knockback mechanic correctly?
Yeah, true.
If there's a chance
But-
in our respect content, I'm doing it.
It's why I say knockbacks are fake mechanics. They always happen in a manner where you always have your invuln up for the important one.
Oh,
And you can still do the mechanic.
except for Titan Face 1.
Like knockback mirrors. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I did
No.
that legitimately.
I don't
tried
want to
it.
think. I don't want to think about that. Yeah.
I don't want to think
MUI.
ever.
I'm sorry.
Fight was good. It was like a proto ultimate.
No.
Remember when
I don't want to
played
think about that fight
Paladin
ever
Mimi?
again.
My baby's first ultimate.
Try jumping off. Butthole.
Tongue butthole.
Try two-handing.
It's a good one.
Ow.
You deserve that. Not you, Harder, but everybody else. It's too
Is this
late.
a dog?
East west again.
Such a good one. Oh shit.
Oh,
I forgot my tower because I'm stupid. I was thinking about the
Thinking
dog.
about
You're thinking
yep. Yep.
Sorry, y'all.
God.
How are
God,
you,
4K.
Kiko?
I derailed right into Elden Ring territory.
This is just an Elden Ring static now.
No.
Fucking wish.
Nice.
I'm here to say Soulsborne games are average at best.
We're working on
Shut
it.
up,
no one-
British.
That's the most lukewarm take you've ever had.
Don't take the bait. It's terrible.
Wait. He's got a point. Souls
take
games
it.
are mid. Bloodborne is good.
What the fuck? Everybody just stop talking. Please.
Sekiro is good.
Liar.
Someone's food fell off, by the way.
Be fine.
Neo is good because
Micah's
it
is
has
about
the,
to fall off. There it is.
Blood brony.
Oh no!
I would say, what about Final Fantasy Neo?
Yeah, I want to play that, but I don't have money.
Oh my god, that's coming out in a month. Less than a month.
Money?
I haven't even installed Elden Ring yet.
Why'd you buy it if
I'm-
you...
It was gonna be a reward for getting all my drops to 90.
It's a sad, sad reward.
Let's not forget Zato and Mad's original goal. If we clear this, get Krispy Kreme. I think that was what it was.
I had Tim
Yes.
Hortons today.
Krispy Kreme is in the UK too.
Why?
Can't get me
Nobody
Krispy.
asked.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm just kidding. It's okay.
Krispy Kreme is very cream is very good. It's not on Long Island though. It's not around my area.
There's only like 8 in existence in the United States now. looked it up when we got ours.
Damn.
They're
You trying to dox yourself?
Fuck.
You
30 of them in the state.
You definitely don't live in Penn Station, so that narrows it. North and south safe.
There's like, you know, I'm not gonna talk.
Fuck!
True.
Whatever,
Sorry.
as long as I eat my tower.
Near
Near.
site.
Am I gonna kill everyone? Okay.
Is this the end of the party?
All of this over Krispy Kreme.
Time for Act 2. Oh wait, no. Double down first. Then Act 2. Happy birthday.
Stop.
I imagine this fight's miserable in Gunbreaker.
North south.
Oh, north south, north south. Hope you remember how to do it.
Aha! I got clipped. I'm an idiot.
Flippied. I'll
Yeah.
take the tower. Never mind. LB? Take LB?
Hey.
Ah, damn.
That's why I said no. I was gonna die. Mimi, start hard resing Leica.
Oh.
Or
Hey,
swift
we
it.
can practice.
Ranged first.
That's ranged first.
Anti-knockbacks now.
Nope, it's not safe, Leica.
What?
We weren't safe. We were too close.
What?
We were too close.
How big is that hitbox?
It's enormous.
It's big.
Maybe try. If we're using, if we're using,
Before.
yeah, if we're using, like when he dashes towards Mayu, pretend D is north. Maybe Leica go southeast, but not like facing directly towards the other towers. If that makes sense, like south or east southeast. Like try to angle it. Try to. Sorry, maybe like try angling it like this way. Like if C is where ranged are and
Yeah.
he's facing out.
I
Maybe
was
try.
like here and got hit by the dash.
Oh, by the dash. I thought you meant by the.
No, I got yeeted.
Okay,
Oh.
real quick. In
Never
that
mind.
case, we want to take a break now, or do we want to do what?
Yeah, let's do that since we have
Yeah.
to go back into.
My doorbell.
So it is agreed that we're taking a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take
Okay.
that break now. Yeah, I think if we're doing a full 3 hour, we'll just take the break at the usual time because we still have to do P1 again anyway.
Yeah, never mind. You guys just got to figure out where to stand.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't care
it was
anymore.
just us. Just we were. I didn't. No, I don't know how big that thing is yet.
It's enormous.
Yeah.
Just treat it as if. Have you done the dwarf fight in O12S or no?
If I
Yeah.
did, I don't remember it.
I'm gonna say we
Do you remember the janky ass hitbox on Electric Slide?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like that, but well, let me think.
It's no. I'm just gonna have to get used to visualizing it.
I'm pretty
in
sure
the
it's. I'm pretty sure
instances.
it's like P1 where the in out is slightly bigger than the hitbox.
Yeah. Basically, treat the target ring as if it's the hitbox, not the actual model.
No, yeah, I just have to get used to like visually where to stand in this specific instance.
Don't forget, you do have time to get into your tower after the dash, so if you have
If we're
just
baiting,
be
if
able
we're,
for that.
if we're baiting first, we're second towers anyway, so we don't need to be in the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my
You got
issue
all
is
the time
I
in the
have to
world.
run around to get to the other side towards the spikes. So I'm trying to like reduce the amount of movement that I have to do. That's all.
Why don't you follow behind the boss and just run through?
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Because you have to hit the Earthshaker anyway, so.
That sounds too big brain for me.
Well, that's better than going around. Just go through.
I think starting where Leica or me is, and then just running.
That's what I
diagonally
was
through
trying
is
to do,
fine.
yeah, but
Just you need to actually move. You can't wait.
I did actually move, but I was going to move, but I couldn't
Well,
because I got
didn't
yeeted.
you got hit by the kick, right?
Yeah, that means I was too close. That's all.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
I keep forgetting, and I keep going back to you guys clipping Earthshakers for whatever reason. Yeah, no, kick, figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
You're an adult.
Fucking kick!
Meanwhile, the melee chads here have it down.
Well, because you guys got to do it all yesterday.
Want to hear any excuses?
The Rangers basically never got to do it yesterday.
Go get your coffee. It's break time.
Coffee,
Got
gross.
my coffee right here.
I need to eat something.
I think if anything, the coffee's overstimulating me. So
Yeah, my stomach's angry.
Oh no.
But it can eat in a bit. Stupid stomach. Calm down.
thank you for posting it again, Harvey. Do we want to put this in the guy's channel by chance?
Yeah.
Or is it already in there?
I don't
Just
know. Maybe.
Wait, did Emmy and Matt need to reverse their things, or is it fixed already?
What? We're breaking. I'm
The
gonna
take tower spots, the diagram. that
My
Haru posted.
yeah, it's fine. I'm pretty sure Mai fixed it. The one Haru posted is the right one.
Okay.
Yep, looks good.
Since they're taking a break, I'm just gonna get my hunts done.
I can load up some Elden Ring real quick.
Oh my god. Where the fuck is this thing? Oh, there. I only have like 5 hours of footage to go through for door boss.
Imagine how much rage you're gonna have with this.
I'm already at like 5.
Well, do you want to leave? We're on break. I've been late.
Oh.
Precious item ahead.
Hang their skeleton. Worst.
Try finger.
What?
My people.
So
Hang
I
in
let
there,
the-
skeleton.
Yeah. I let the message in Dark Souls 2 and I got like a shitload of likes. Do you know what I did? Like, do you remember the castle in Dark Souls 2? The one with the Chandra in it?
2? Ew, of course.
So, there's a bit right before you talk to Chandra where there's just this little balcony going to a dead end. So on the path to it, I put down a message that said message ahead. And at the very end of that path, I left a message that said message.
Good bait.
Yeah, and then I guess people really like that.
I like
There's-
fire ahead.
That's a
lot.
good one. There's also
So
this
many
random
wires.
cliff in DS2 where if you roll off it, it makes a horse noise.
What?
So people would just leave a message saying horse there.
Don't give up, skeleton.
DS2 has really, really good PvP. That's its saving grace. Also power stancing. Power stancing so good, they put it in Elden Ring.
Dark Souls 2.
Where the hell is this
Dark
mob?
Souls 2 is really short.
Yeah, and the base game is not very good, but the DLC is excellent.
Where the hell is this mob?
I think Dark Souls 1 is more vast than Dark Souls 2.
I think it gives the illusion of that because of the exploration factor. But really, both are about the same size.
Dank Souls.
Oh.
And then
That
3
said,
is...
I'm definitely more of a Dark Souls 1 guy than a 2 guy, though.
Not a Sekiro guy?
Sekiro's good.
Sekiro.
I've only played through it once, but I really like my time with it.
Oh.
Probably like it again.
No, not me.
No, it's Mayu. I think she's restarting the router.
Oh yeah, I think
Okay.
she mentioned, and we all.
Hey, what are you
did
eating?
it.
What is it called? Chex Mix.
You're gonna share? Chex Mix for dinner? Yum.
No. When we finish, I'm probably gonna like make ramen or something. I'm probably gonna just stay up.
Haru's an adult.
Nice.
He can do what he wants.
I was gonna actually cook until like I got told my schedule's getting changed, so I decided to get most of my sleep during the afternoon.
If you want to make waffles at 11 p.m., go for it.
Breakfast for dinner is the best. What are you on about?
Breakfast or dinner is only good because you are raised to expect breakfast at breakfast times.
The actual take here is that breakfast is good all the time.
Yeah, like it's just good food.
Yes.
Yes.
Breakfast is good.
Pancakes
Fucking love
or
me some
bacon,
oatmeal.
like it's good all the time.
You mean egg?
I don't like eggs.
When I was younger, I used to not be a fan of breakfast, but as I've grown up, my opinion has changed greatly.
Still don't
I
like.
love breakfast.
I don't like actually
I
having
had
breakfast at breakfast time. I just don't wake up early enough.
I had a friend whose grandma would make the best bacon on the planet. I could not understand a word she said because all she spoke was Spanish, but she made some really good bacon.
No, actually, I have this like complicated thing with eggs because so I can't have fish, right? But we went to a kaiten sushi, so we went to one of those what are they called in English? The sushi places with the conveyor belt. And so it was during when I was studying abroad, and the two other people with me was like, "Oh, you can't have fish, but you can have the egg." So they kept giving me egg sushi, and I'm just like, I don't.
Tragic.
I'm like, please stop.
Speaking of tragic,
Okay, but
I
those
just
are
turned up a
good.
video.
Yeah, but when they keep giving it to you, and you're just like, I'm good. Please, I don't need any more.
The
Right,
one I
so-
went to in wait. Before we digress from the sushi though, the one that I went to in Hawaii had a hot dog.
A hot
Hot
dog.
dog on a rice. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Blockhead. Sorry.
Okay, I'm about to post what I consider one of the funniest videos on the planet.
If you link it in the party chat, okay. I was gonna say like, I'm not watching it.
I already know what it is.
It's a very good video.
Egg.
Egg.
Wait, I don't think I've seen this.
I'm not watching it while I'm on stream. I'm too
You
lazy.
should. Your
Watching YouTube videos is like top tier
Oh,
stream
no.
content.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
I'm doing my haunt logs.
Why do you say it like that? Haunt logs.
'Cause I did.
Are they cursed trees?
Maybe. Where the heck is this thing?
This is depressing.
I think you mean heartbreaking.
Where are these thingies?
This is me cooking alone. What the fuck? I hate watching this.
Why does he just stare at the shrimp?
Oh, found them.
I'm getting really upset. This is why I don't cook for myself, but like alone. This is what you look like.
Favorite part is the onion volcano.
Yeah, I just got to that part.
Why does he do that to the shrimp?
Have you never seen a hibachi chef?
Why do you... It's got an eye. Hibachi.
Hibachi.
My parents say it that way.
Hibachi!
My parents say it that way too, and it angers.
Garugamesh.
Stop!
Garuga!
I mean, take out the way I pronounce things with a grain of salt. I was raised in the South.
No.
You should be glad I didn't say hibachi, yo.
Oh my god, the shrimp!
Yeah, what the fuck with the shrimp?
Hibachi tables are
Why
supposed to be big.
Why does he
So-
stare at it like that?
Because he's sad.
I make a killer scrambled egg.
Mm-hmm.
It'll actually kill you. Like, I'm not kidding.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Danger.
Get that salt, pepper, oregano.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that's pronounced, but okay.
Oreganos.
You don't even know what oregano is.
The only thing I need is salt.
I guarantee there's like other spices in your meals that you eat and you just don't know.
I don't know.
When you yourself put salt on something, yes, that's the only thing you put on. But when other people make you stuff and you get it, guarantee there's other spices and you just don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not telling you what I put in the food when I make it.
Yeah, don't do
Pepper.
that.
You're just gonna when I say you're gonna like it, you know you're gonna like it.
Don't do that.
Trust me.
Don't do that.
Italian seasoning.
Italian seasoning is goated.
Oh,
It
some
has
bones.
everything. It's got that oregano. It's got the Rosen Maiden.
Shrimp.
It's got
that's a good anime.
It's got thyme.
Oh, I love thyme.
Stellar Story Strewn
Really?
Skywards,
What
Southwards. I forget the last one of that tongue
Wait, why'd you
twister.
take my spoon?
Does it have rosemary?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let
shit.
me go. I'm gonna go get it right now.
I'm pretty sure the spice rack my mom had was basically just for decoration.
It's unfortunate. Spices are what make cooking fun.
I don't like cooking.
And messy.
Spices.
White people took over the world for spices, and they refuse to use them.
Well,
That's
True.
unfortunate.
Uh,
And real.
isn't it apparently because then like poor people could use them, so then rich people were like, well, now we're not going to because now it's poor people food.
Yeah. Like Italian
Poor
seasoning,
people-
like
Poor people pay like $80 million for like a small portion of a meal, so you know.
Well, no, like in the historically. Where the fuck is this mob?
I don't.
Which one are you looking for?
Trilobite. It's the crabs in Tempest, and I can't remember where they are. Where the fuck are the crabs? I know I've seen them.
Who knows?
Nope,
They're
that's
on
not-
the. I think they're on the east side, where the aetherite is up top.
Are they? I looked over
I think so. It's been a while.
Yeah.
This Italian season got that basil, oregano,
Basil.
yeah, savory, sage,
God damn it.
Damn,
Yeah.
Sog. Sog is good.
rosemary, thyme, and major ram.
Shit, Major Ram. I need some of that.
Oh wait,
Some,
are they in the cave? Stupid crabs.
Crab is good. I fucking love crab. Mmm.
I'm looking for the mob.
I've had crab exactly once, and I was really young.
God, I love crab.
I remember my coworker one time getting crab and loving it until someone pointed out to him that it was imitation crab. You know, like tofu.
Heartbroken.
I mean,
Yikes.
it's good, it's good. He made a big deal out of it, but I was like, dude, if it tastes good, who gives a shit?
I'm coming in hot with the take. I got another one for you. Crab and lobster are only good because of the seasoning and butter. It's just a vehicle for what you dip it in.
There's honestly a lot of foods that fall under that category.
That's
Wrong.
not a hot take, that's just the truth.
I found the crabsy.
You can dip the crab in butter and sure, it'll make
Yeah.
it like soft and softer or whatever. But I can eat crab raw. I stabbed that fucker. Crack him open, slurp him up.
Yeah, like I don't know if you can eat it raw.
Ugh.
I mean, I guess technically you can.
You've never eaten fish raw?
That's gross.
I can't eat fish.
Oh, speaking of fish, Mimi.
Hmm?
I don't actually know that has nothing to do with it. What is it? The static channel. Mayu posted a new diagram.
Oh,
You wanna
jeez.
try that?
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm killing this crab. Okay. I'm going back.
Alright,
Let's
Yeah. Okay, that should. Okay.
Did y'all see that Epic Games bought Bandcamp?
I saw. I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Someone mentioned potentially a new like game because they also bought Harmonix. Maybe like auto-generated like tracks with like the thingies.
That'd be
You could
cool.
pick with Bandcamp ads. That'd be really cool actually. But
I
also,
seriously doubt to be Rock Band ever again though. It'd probably be another standalone because they've done like Audio Surf and like other
Yeah,
rhythm games.
bringing more exposure to bands via Bandcamp would be really cool.
made a salad. Or a oh my gosh. I get so frustrated when some students keep saying salada instead of salad.
Like in Boruto.
Oh my fucking god.
Who?
Boruto's dad's son.
Oh.
Sarada.
We talk about good shonen anime.
Boruto's dad's son.
That they also say like they always like say closes even when I've corrected them. Like no, it's not called that.
Do you guys remember the time that the guy who made Rurouni Kenshin and Buso Rinken got caught with child pornography?
What?
I try not to think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Like
try not
every
to.
time I see Rurouni Kenshin stuff, I try not to think about that.
Same with Buso Rinken, because Buso Rinken owns.
Okay.
But it's also like, wow, the person who made this is a piece of shit.
You made a taco? I want a taco. What the fuck?
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Alright,
My family says salad like salad.
Now, this is old news, but Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer's getting an anime. Finally.
Let's get back through our phase 1. Let's go.
Great.
We got this, probably.
Okay, so I'm gonna be much closer to the party this time if I have the tether, so make sure you're stacked up, don't pre-position.
I tried to zone while we went in. I think I might just crash.
Or fine.
Yeah, sometimes you just... Honestly, I try to
This
like,
asshole
keep the
again.
topic away
Remember,
from
don't
raid.
murder Z.
Please, like for once.
Oh man.
She murdered Mad that run too.
Oh man.
Straight up walked the tether over to him and just slapped it on and walked away.
You murdered my MP bar.
Well, he also murdered himself by
Yes,
flanking
yeah.
during the tank.
He murdered himself in that point.
Oh my god, we need to back out.
Why?
Bad move.
Oh.
Haru. Click yes on the ready check.
I mean, we can do this, it's just I'm not seasoned on it. I just don't
we
see the
didn't
point.
pull yet, though.
Yeah.
There's a seasoning joke in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna make it.
Are we all on the
We
correct
were
job
talking
now?
about spices. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. You already heard my opinion on progging as red mage. If I'm gonna swap to black mage anyway, there's no point because I'm gonna need to relearn the fight.
Yeah, you've said that.
This guy again. I didn't say it the last time.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Nothing happened.
Comenzato.
Wild
okay.
freaks run through the
Shrieks.
You
It's
know,
wild
probably should have
shrieks.
taken. Probably should have gone to the bathroom during break, but I guess I'll hold it in.
You
Don't forget
fool.
food.
Do you need?
Micah and Emmy.
I have food on.
You have 14 minutes. Do you want to fix that?
No.
All right.
base.
This just sucked.
Why the fuck did I use a spear bomb manual? We're not clearing this.
I'll do it during face transition since we have to wall it anyway.
Wait, I forgot. Are we doing? We're just doing 20 for
For
Part
phase 2,
two.
yes.
Yeah.
phase 2. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, if you eat now, you won't have to refresh your food until we're basic. Until we're done. Till
I wish I could eat now. I'm hungry.
we
I
just
was
took
supposed
a
to pre-pull
break.
DB. Oh well.
I can go for some tacos.
I waited for it.
Yeah.
We just took our
Just
break,
remembered.
Emmy.
For not doing it all night. Right, I was supposed to. Oh no, we don't have wings for Galician after this.
We'll live DPS no tether.
Yeah, DPS no tether.
Didn't want to tell him.
DPS
DPS
nothing.
nothing. Butt gang.
Okay.
Well, I can know.
This is unfair.
You pointed it out. Now I have to do it.
Okay. Tanks and healers go in. DPS go south. Very interesting.
What?
Quite.
For you.
I fat fingered arms earlier.
Nice.
So, what fast then?
That's fine.
Don't burn that plunge.
4.
4.
Water.
Look at that.
Poison.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah.
4.
Sword.
The sword.
Oh my dying.
Damn. It's a wash.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yep.
But do you?
Nope.
If I take enough damage, it's just gonna stack overflow, and I'll survive.
That was unfortunate.
It happens.
Yeah, it was.
Could have adjusted, but no one wants to ever move.
I think you just died to damage there because you were at like. 30%
Yeah.
I
health.
shadow walled before poison. There's no way. I used shadow wall for poison.
Because if you clipped somebody, someone else would have died too.
Yeah. I don't know. It's whatever.
A lot of people
Let's
die.
go.
Like it with the good advice.
See.
I do that sometimes.
Veil.
Like I said something?
Really?
I'm being baited real hard.
Sorry, Arthur. I'm continuing the joke. DPS,
DPS
no
no.
tether. DPS, nothing
Ugh.
again.
Okay, raise up.
Is that gonna be our call for this?
Yes.
I hate this.
Butt ganging teeth.
Fuck you.
Never gonna forget it.
Very interesting.
Maybe a late poke. Shit.
I'm just gonna LD, so
Too late.
don't. Oh.
Both tanks and wolves are down.
Okay.
Shield oath. Yeah. Iron oath, whatever, didn't want to go off. Iron will.
Alright, notes.
Peanuts.
2. Lightning. Poison.
Emmy.
East, sword. Who are you getting? Doesn't matter. I'm an idiot. I forgot my edge shot back.
I don't know why it is that some instances Iron Will doesn't want to like be a OCCD. It's weird.
Sounds like a you problem, bud.
Yeah, because it happens
How are
somewhat
you?
frequently in T, and it's very annoying.
Sounds like user error.
I'm definitely hitting it.
This is
Just
what
wanna
happens
go.
when you're addicted to instance timing. Like a drug.
I mean, you're not wrong. A good instance could be the difference between purple and, well, pink and gold.
Yeah, that's not me.
Gold?
It's
What
the
the hell
difference
is
between
that?
the heal hitting you or not.
Wild.
I'll just have more HP.
Okay.
Do you remember the Neo X death timers?
Oh!
Titan. What's
DPS
that one?
no tether.
Sometimes it was Neo X death. Sometimes you'd get a instance where you got an extra mechanic at the end, so you got an extra like 20-30 seconds before enrage.
Damn. Healers and tanks no rot. DPS no
I know.
tether.
Hurry.
I'm working on it.
Also, hi, Kara.
Very.
Stop.
Emmy, can you crit a little less?
3.
Yeah.
Will you crit a little less?
Yeah.
Water. Poison.
North wall.
Cape.
With the cape. Wall first.
We might be able to survive at 3 and 3. Mimi?
I didn't have my anti-knockback, so I wasn't all the way over there.
You want to just go to the bathroom now?
Yeah.
So Mimi,
Hmm?
if I ask how many acts there are, am I gonna be shouted at this time?
Yeah.
I thought you were here. I'm sorry. It's 4.
Wrong!
Wait, what? I thought it was.
It's 5.
What?
It's 9.
Oh, how many is it?
The 6.
Well, isn't it 4 that are named Act? Talking about the ones that are named Act.
They're all named Act.
No, they're not.
I'm gonna throw my phone out the window.
You don't
just
call it
because
Act
it's in my hangout.
Finale.
There
you
are
open the window?
6 I'm about to open my window and throw my phone out of it.
No.
I'm ready.
Oh, I should start with the teleport at the beginning every time, because it makes the ranged free. Oh, shit.
I thought that's what you're supposed to do. You get the free heart.
Yeah.
I usually precast it at 2, but now that it's instant...
Balance doesn't say to precast it. Like, it doesn't say to use the instant version, but like I always just assumed you're supposed to get your little teleport for the free one. Tanks and healers, no tether.
Okay. Sorry, that was my phone telling me where to go today for work. DPS, no rot.
The DPS are staying in. Mayu? I hope that doesn't fuck us.
Doesn't. Should be fine.
Okay, I'm trusting you guys.
Like I didn't have enough HP.
No, that was 47k.
Strange.
Sorry. Four?
4.
Water. It's poison.
Good, it's going to be
2. Wall.
okay.
Oh my god.
Wall first.
Yep.
Cape.
Server tick.
Okay.
Fire groups.
It just wore off. It just wore off.
It's gonna be a wash anyway. Healer's down.
Oh, right.
Jagged Doll prog.
Do you have expedience?
I'm
I
getting to the
it for
wall.
something
already
else?
use it.
For what?
I
Experience is first.
for the first set. Yeah, the problem was I ran around. I was on like the opposite side, so it like registered me being like here, so it wasn't far enough.
Do we need it for the first set?
It helps if it's Thunderfire
Yeah. And it's got the
and poison damage as well, I guess.
yeah.
Shouldn't it last long enough to carry into the second set?
If you use it
It does, but
later.
like I said, I was on the opposite side. That was the problem. So it, I just didn't have enough time for to register me being far enough. Healers,
DPS no tether?
yeah, DPS no tether. Sorry, word phone. Healers and tanks, no rot. Oh.
First and Leica.
DPS no tether?
DPS no tether, what's going on?
Yeah. I had to remind myself there.
I was confused because it's all Leica run through the boss. No wings, fuck.
Pretty much all of the DPS were through the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have to remind myself.
I think they forgot.
Tell my brain. No.
Look, we don't have the biggest of brains.
I did it right.
You don't have the biggest of brains.
That's why I said pretty much and not all of them.
I'm sitting there watching everyone like, oh, I guess we're wiping early.
You fixed it.
2?
2.
water. Fire. My group's by the wall.
Oh, fuck. We're live.
Lightning. 2 to the
Hey.
wall. Wall
Three,
first.
Fuck.
Cave.
Spread.
I'm dead.
Spread. We'll figure it out later.
We should be fine. It's just spread. Fill up. Blood Rake. That's right, Buster. I see.
Oh, good. You did not need to stand in that.
Fire, okay, fire, okay.
A, fire.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say it again because I feel like I'm gonna forget A. We're going to A at the end.
Reprisal for this. Be fine.
A.
A, fire. A, fire. A, Macarena.
Hey, Lamau.
Boss is going north, everyone behind boss after. Try going further out for that so I can get people doing positional. DPS towers.
Nice.
Buffs coming soon. DPS no tether.
Towers.
Healers and
Healers
tanks
too.
no rank. Rot. Just make sure DPS you spread out. Healers and tanks on the
Healers
butt.
looking.
DPS, you're gonna want to go in.
DPS no tether.
Oh wait,
no
no,
tether,
it's the
no
other way.
tether
Oh,
for
sorry,
DPS.
sorry. I mixed it up.
It's the opposite of the problem we had the first one.
Good save. Great wide. Nice. Boss didn't move.
Well. Fuck.
You okay?
Yeah.
Focus y'all. Mechanics first.
3.
South, 3.
Are you popping there or do you want me?
You're gonna have to pop it, yeah.
Lightning.
Lightning.
Thank you.
Fire. Remember, get off fire afterwards. Good.
What a
West.
Four.
Sword.
Sword.
with a sword.
Thanks. And we're gonna be spreading afterwards.
We have time. Don't worry. We have in the world to adjust.
Do not stand on poison. That's the only thing. LB. at
Can you
some
faint this, Matt, when it comes up?
Good.
Deco.
Gather up.
I got it.
Thanks.
For fuck's sake!
wow.
It didn't finish.
Save Haru, please. Just save Haru. Just save Haru. Save Haru somehow.
Nope,
Okay.
just enough
Even with
damage.
OB3, it wouldn't have done it.
No, he needed like a cover or something.
Yeah.
He needed a cover, and we needed him to LB.
Should I just tank LB just in case if it's spread?
No.
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 No, that's something that they need to figure out. Because that was fainted as well. Usually we don't faint that, but Matt's gonna be able to faint it now.
Well,
Those
soil
two
was
builders
down,
can't.
but that's all I could get in, unless I.
It's fainted and addled, like.
And
It's-
Troubadoured.
Fairy's in mid for that, right?
Yeah,
Do you have
don't know.
what's that? Feywind?
I don't remember if I had it there.
I wasted one of my DMs, so I didn't have it during that.
Okay, that might also affect it.
That's part of why I was groaning, but
Yeah, I did wings there. I'm pretty sure it got y'all, but if it didn't snapshot, that might be why y'all died.
Yeah, I don't think everybody.
I mean, we're over mitigating the hell out of that one, so I don't know why we're just dropping every single time.
Alright, let's go back
We're
to
not
pulling,
having enough
'cause-
HP to deal with it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out what you actually have up for that, unfortunately, me.
Heals and tanks, no tether. Heals and tanks, nothing.
Give me a sec.
Okay, next.
Leica.
Alright, DPS grab tethers. That's good. Awesome. Iron boss, everybody.
I'm very angry at myself. Sorry, chat. Two?
2.
Water? Poison? West?
4. Wall.
Sword.
Sword.
And it's gonna be pairs. I'm just gonna scooch over just a little bit. Right, I forgot how long that takes. Jeez.
Yeah. Second set always takes forever. Buster on Z, Elf Z.
Lightning, okay.
I'll turn after.
Wait, what was safe? Shit, I forgot.
B.
Lightning.
B.
Thanks.
Lightning.
Thank you.
First, get ready.
I wanna.
Got the wings there, I'm sorry. Have it for the next obliterate then. DPS towers.
DPS no tether. Buff soon.
Second towers. DPS towers.
DPS nothing, right?
DPS nothing.
Okay. Healers and tanks spread out. DPS go to the butt.
Jump.
I'm going in. Okay. DPS move back.
Everyone edges away from my area.
That time.
Yeah.
Just a little scoot.
No one trusts me.
No.
Little scoot. Oh.
I didn't have
Just a little suit as a treat.
whatever. That was my dog.
Give it up, y'all.
He's 3% further than last pull.
I'm gaming.
2.
2.
No one's dying.
Why would you say that?
Lightning. Fire. Remember to move off of fire.
Water. 4
Cave.
with the cave.
And it's gonna be spread after.
The time in the world to resolve. Don't panic. And don't forget heals and mitigation immediately after. Down, mid.
Hello, soil, go down, please.
You should be good. Kill it. You need fucking LB.
48. See ya.
Too
Nice.
much damage.
How'd you get a damage down?
I
Hunger me.
don't know. I don't know what causes it, so I don't know what happened.
Damage
If
damage,
you
I think.
If you get hit by sword.
By the tile. Also
By
sword?
tile, yeah.
Yes, sword and tile, yeah.
Was it sword?
It
But
was
cape.
cape,
That
so
was,
that
that was
cape.
cape.
that-
You were in
yeah,
It must
must
have been
have-
the tile.
must have got clipped by a tile then.
You must have had your toe in it, yeah. Sucks. You did really good
Usually I
that pull
just
too.
die, yeah.
It felt like you did good.
More.
No, I
dropped
did. I'm just mad about the damage down. Sorry.
I dropped a Nokian during our second, our
can't
2-minute
drop it.
burst.
You can't drop it.
Yeah, you can.
Can't drop
great.
what?
Unless you drop Astral Fire.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
Laika, are you telling the fucking your black mage how fucking black mage works? Because
Yo,
I swear to God, dude.
I thought you said that. I thought you were gonna say the Korean. I was like, yo.
No, career, no. Oh my god.
Okay,
I was like,
I think like it's semantics because yeah, Nokian used to be a skill instead of a trait. It's just
It's
semantics.
a trait
that's all.
now.
Yeah, it's just miscommunication. Don't worry about it.
I was like, god damn.
Where the fuck is the way markers skin? There they are.
You beat up the Urim way markers.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been pretty
These
heavily
are the
bullied
markers.
today.
These are the markers. Are we sure?
Yes.
I put them down.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
These are the
Do
ones
you
that
not
we're
trust
that
Mario?
this whole marker is safe.
I I trust my use markers.
These are the same ones I had. Someone else replaced mine.
I did. Because I don't trust your markers.
You need to update your markers.
Alright, I want to get rid of this. Okay, we got 40 minutes. Let's do it.
Waiting on Emmy. Also, Blockhead, I like this song.
The one playing now?
In game or?
Yeah.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, back.
No, I'm listening to his Spotify with him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Why weren't we invited?
No fail.
Is there something you want to share with the class?
I was installing FFlog, sorry.
Yeah, it updated again. I don't even
Yeah.
have the button to install it. I'm just gonna have to uninstall and then re-download it.
For whatever reason, when I try to update it, it never goes through. I just have to download the client every time.
Yeah.
Mine auto updates.
Must be nice. I want to addle this so bad, but we don't need it.
Mm-hmm. We do the second one. I don't know.
I can't do the second one.
Oh, okay.
So bright.
One, because it messes up. I'd have to weave, like, hard
Not
weave it.
You don't have to explain.
And then the second time, it won't be up for the other thing later.
Okay.
Ultimate impulse. At least I don't think it will.
North, south?
North, south. Hit me. I dare you. That's what I thought.
Far?
Far sight in.
Does anybody remember that self-defense video where the guy's like, hit me, hit me, hit me. You
Yeah,
will not. You will not.
No. But okay.
You have to link it. That sounds hilarious.
You remember the I can break these cuffs? You can't break
North,
these
south,
cuffs?
north, south, north, south.
North, south.
I appreciate the joke just now right now.
Based. This is the easy one. This is also one where we die a lot.
Duality of man. Hello, friends.
Good job.
I don't know about that one, Blockhead.
Friends
I ran right
or?
into that.
Did that look dangerous to you, Haru, or what?
Yeah. It's a good thing I had a mana ward. I don't care about you.
That looks spooky.
Range baiting first. Yeah.
Look at the practice thing now, so get ready.
Oh. I got nailed with an Earthshaker back here.
Yeah, you angled too far.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the stupid knockback. He really wants range to practice.
That's a good thing.
See, I know I would think about using sprint there, but I used sprint earlier for for Act
assuming
2.
I don't get wombo comboed there, I should go in after the tower goes off, yes?
Yeah.
And take my position. Okay, I got it.
Just make sure that you're max melee when you go in.
Okay, got it.
The self-defense.
Once I get my Gunbreaker weapon augment, I'd like to main tank this so you can have a good run of the door boss.
Okay.
What? What do you want?
Once I get a weapon augment for Gunbreaker, I'm gonna try main tanking this fight for Z's sake. Because main tanking and having to move boss means you lose a bunch of GCDs.
Yup.
How about when we all get weapons? The good runs are over at this point. We missed the boat.
That's true.
Yeah, We need the weapon.
I think I said it was last week or 2 weeks ago. The only people still... I'm on the wrong side. The only people clearing the door boss are the people that are clearing the fight entirely, that have weapons. Like, the other fights, we've got people like PF that are lowering the average.
Oh, this is early. Whoops. Whatever.
Reprisal. You want to tell for it?
No,
I like watching you help just more.
No, I'm fine. It's just I hit it early. It's nothing.
The tell I use is looking at the cast bar.
Normally I pay attention. I just got
North south.
North south. I just hit the button early. That's all.
Big deal then.
What are you doing, Lyko?
Is he about to kill us? You better stand in your tower.
Yeah.
You gotta be pooping me.
That was not your tower,
Oh.
Lyka.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Dog.
This is a jet problem.
Oh.
I was nuked.
I was gonna say, you better, like, haul ass over to your tower.
He's like doing this like weird like shimmy. It's just like, what are you doing, bro?
I think one of the best parts about having done Ultimate now is that I'm a lot more aware where people stand.
You
I
cannot.
I saw Lyko over and I'm like, yeah, we're dead.
Yeah, I saw like over there. I'm like, what are you, huh? Where? We said north south.
Just heal and you're always hyper aware of everyone.
Yeah,
where everyone is.
basically.
That's true. I don't have the attention span to heal, so I have huge respect for healers.
Well, see, I don't have the attention span, but it's that because I don't have the attention span, I watch everything and forget all of it too.
It's like, I don't know, like doing Ultimate just beat a bunch of good habits into me. Unfortunately, one of those habits was not being consistent at the opener. Well, pre-pull rather, not opener. I don't fuck up opener unless something goes catastrophically wrong.
Dog!
Eating my pillow.
Oh
And
no!
then decided it was time to play.
Oh.
Did you
Jet.
boop the snoot?
I pooped the snoot.
Yeah.
Did you tell Jet we said hello?
So the dog just decided
no.
on its own. Okay, it's playtime. I've had enough time playing by myself. I want to play with someone else now.
It honestly sounds like a dog thing, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a dog thing. No cats are the same.
Yeah.
Cats just decide, you know what? I want
Attention
pets now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something they have in common.
The difference is dogs, like, they want attention all the time. Like, but they don't care if they don't get it. Like, they'll just forget immediately. If a cat graces you with its presence and demands attention, you stop and give it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlie's a good boy, except for when he's not. One.
No, east west. I almost said the wrong direction, my bad.
Farsighted.
Yep. That was spooky. East west.
East west.
Right.
Somebody's in the wrong. Wait.
Ow!
Oh, never mind.
Shadow Tether didn't break that time.
My Yuri, were you
Yeah.
in the wrong spot?
There was no healer
Maybe.
down there.
Maybe.
That
I
was
thought that was
definitely.
fire.
That seemed pretty good except for the Shadow Tether, but not a big deal. It's less than 2 minutes into the mechanics or whatever.
They were fine.
That was like the first time I got that. I did it with confidence. I was like, I'm fire.
I know. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, then I saw the tether. I was like, oh.
That's how you make it in life. You just fake it. Like, yeah, I could do this, and then inside you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
No, I can't do this.
One of my coworkers actually told me that even if I'm internally panicking, she can't tell.
It's good. You have a poker face. I wish that were me. My emotions on my sleeve.
I don't wear sleeves.
Why do I completely 100% believe that?
I'm picturing it right now, and I don't know where I'm going with this.
East, west.
West.
No, he usually wears a hoodie, so he does have sleeves.
Sleeveless hoodie.
No.
Gross.
I do have a sleeveless hoodie. Short sleeve hoodie. I love it. It's my favorite.
I love how you have to correct yourself.
Near side out. Near side out. Near side out. Goodbye, Maya. Oh.
What happened to Mad?
It stepped my toe in the fire.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Sorry, I went in to grab the rest.
You could tell I've had too much coffee if I'm moving around constantly during GCDs.
You mean you don't just always do that?
Kinda
I do that.
but
I do
really
that
bad
all the
night.
time too.
Just wiggle around a lot.
East, west, east,
East,
west.
west.
Mad. Mad.
No. It's faded.
I counted.
What happened?
Mad.
Yeah, I don't think you can
He-
do that,
he
Matt.
jumped.
I didn't do like a movement jump. I just did high jump. I was under the impression that doesn't actually move you.
It does. You if you high jump into something, you'll get hit by it.
Ranged bait.
Range bait.
There you go. Time for more
I learned
practice.
from the
See
E6
Mad jump away
bacon.
with the step. Return dead.
Range, get ready. Range, get ready.
Yeah.
Knockback.
Knock back.
Thanks. I like that this isn't your tower. Thanks.
Earthshakers? Earthshakers on our side?
My Yuri, were you not in your tower, or was Hardu?
Yeah, that was a tower.
That looked pretty good otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still smiling at that. Just see Mad jump out alive and return a dead body.
Just for
I don't
green things.
know. I don't know why I got hit by the second jump when I wasn't in the path.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Big
it's... Yeah.
It's fucking massive.
Actually, wait, never mind. I plunged. That probably kicked me.
Don't do that.
I just remember what I did.
I don't know why I got hit. Oh yeah, now I do.
Happens.
Yep, drive by.
Sometimes you just press it OGC so much you don't think about it consciously.
Well,
Launch
it
is one
came
of
up
those.
late. It came up late, so I was like spamming it, trying to make it to the boss
Anyway.
before the second kick. So.
Gotcha.
Food check. Emmy.
Oh, I am so hungry right now. Holy shit. No, I ate the pizza!
Veil check. Veil check.
Fail.
Block
there.
it!
I'll pop it. It's okay.
I said twice even.
Here's pizza.
I
Here's pizza, not veal.
I had pizza yesterday. It was good.
Quote unquote pizza.
Oh, yeah. Got some smooth tunes right now.
What does that mean?
Japanese pizza. Japanese pizza isn't real pizza. I'm
Look,
sorry.
I had Pizza Hut pizza. It's close. It's good now.
Y'all have pizza over there?
Stop. Hungry.
I never ran into any.
There's pizza places everywhere. Like delivery pizza in particular.
Don't fall for that bait. Don't fall for that bait.
Okay.
Ignore him.
Of course you're not gonna run into pizza. It doesn't have legs.
You're right.
Oh.
Oh my fucking god.
North south.
North, south.
I hate all of you guys so much.
Near sight. Out.
Oh, whoops.
You see HP just plummet to 1 always gives me a brief heart attack.
You!
That's right.
You a brief heart attack.
Like literally on top of them. So.
Don't let it plummet on this one.
East west.
East west.
Me and then me.
I want everyone to know that I'm fire.
Oh yeah. It's faded.
I don't have soil. My stacks are fucked.
We're fine.
Green Miracle setup for that is so nice.
Then all the buffs come up here as well.
Range again.
Range again.
Easy practice.
Today's a practice day for all the ones we didn't get yesterday.
This is it. Your time is now.
Knockback.
Towers.
Earthshakers.
Oh no. Okay. I'm dead.
Nice.
Most
Sort of.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I got
Near sight, near sight, near sight.
Near sight out, near sight out. Goodbye, blockhead.
Oh,
It hits two I forgot it hits 2 people, not just the closest one.
heard you talk shit.
Yeah, we need a plan for that because there's
What is
What's
heart
this?
state?
What's this?
probably a
This sounds like a tank buster.
well, come stand in this. Oh.
The bleed.
Oh.
Look at him. He's bleeding. Oh, you're bleeding hard.
Oh, is
Wait,
everyone gonna bleed?
how does that work?
Tanks are bleeding.
This was a tank
Act
bust.
4.
Tanks are just bleeding? That's it? Pathetic.
Gotta be more to this.
If
They're
we're both
bleeding
bleeding,
pretty
I'll just take it back.
AoE? It's faded?
I should not have hit a button. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Towers are on the letters again.
Yeah, towers on letters.
3?
Oh.
Huh?
I'm tethered to this. I'm going towards
Yeah.
it.
So I've got blue, and now I've got red tether.
Oh, shit!
fancy.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
some people are blue above their head, some people are purple.
Holy fuck.
Did
Is it
anyone
the same?
see if there were timers on? If you had like a debuff timer at all?
I didn't.
I didn't look. Alright, when you say purple, do you mean the dark one that tanks and healers got
Dark
before?
Yes.
Okay.
Or some people
okay.
had blue above their head as well.
I assume
Okay.
I had a dark color, and I was tethered directly to a tower, so it looks like I can control.
I look. We're all tethered
Everyone's
to
tethered
towers.
to towers. The blue is the same color as the marker. C3
Oh,
C
light,
marker.
yeah. Light and dark.
So,
Okay.
so we each
that-
get a
if that
tether
helps,
to
look
the
at
tower.
Yeah, so there's blue markers over people's heads and purple markers over. So we have dark and the light, yes.
Are you sure we're all tethered to a tower?
Yes.
I saw only 4
Yeah.
people tethered to a tower.
It looked like it.
Everyone-
So
I was
after
tethered.
a certain
Power, so.
after a certain distance, the little like DNA looking tether becomes a
Blue ones.
spiky tether.
That's the same as it's always been. That means you're far enough where your tether's gonna break.
Okay.
We then all immediately instantly exploded.
Wait, so which
So-
one's exploded?
Extrapolating from Act 2, where Act 2's main mechanic was we needed to control our tether breaks so that we didn't explode all our fires in the dark at the same time as the tower's going off and then eating shit. So I'm just assuming that we're going to need to control the order we break our towers as well, or our tethers, as well as eating those towers.
I think we don't have a choice because all the blues, or at least all of one group, what it looks like to me, all their tethers went red at the same time.
What was that? I'm sorry, could you repeat it? I zoned out. Sorry.
Thanks. So
Sorry.
the entirety of one group went red at the same time.
I think that might have just been us all trying to break the tethers at once.
Yeah.
I went
was an
towards
even
my
fo-
tower, and I got pricked.
I was to say it was an even 4-4 split, so I'm not sure.
Let's do some more pulls so we can actually
Yeah.
establish a control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I also noticed I was standing like here, and I got tethered to the tower over at B. I'm not sure how like, I just want to put that out there. I'm not sure if it's like distance
I don't
based
know.
or it's random, but I got tethered way over there.
Oh, yeah, I should have
Blockhead,
actually.
do you want to start saving Hollowed for a heart stake and take that, and I'll take it back?
Yeah, sure. How does it work though? Like, is it just a main tank off tank, or is it first and second and aggro? There's a difference.
It looked like main tank off tank.
So in theory, I could Voke during. I could have hate during that HG, and then Zada would Voke, and then I would get it again.
No, don't listen to Emmy, just take both.
I mean, how would I? Okay, let's try it.
You take both. Since you're doing that, when we do near far, let's just stand in our P3 positions inside the hitbox or outside of it.
Okay. You cast locks, so you can stand directly north, and then when you cast locks, you could just move to your spot, and I'll move mine. That should work.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Alright, Act 4. Nice.
Fail.
Thank
Fail.
I was distracted because
You were thinking.
Health and Perturber, their collab song came up, and it's a fucking good one.
I'm doing it. I'm thinking.
Oh no.
We don't do that here.
We do it too much here.
I guess since we're almost at the end of the night, and we're just gonna be a week until we raid again. I guess afterwards, we look up what we look up Act 4.
Sure.
Sure.
Also, do we want to do Sunday this week or no? I'd like to personally, but it doesn't matter to me.
Will there be pizza?
I think Sunday's more like a catch up if we really need it.
I think we might. I don't know. Let me think on whether or not I want to.
Don't
Is
want
that
to, it's
because
fine.
I miss maps?
Yeah, we could just do maps again this week.
East, west.
East, west.
East, west, yeah.
And I
We
should
did
have
Sunday,
just.
though.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I should have called it early tonight because I work early in the morning, so that way we have a full day Sunday. Oof.
It's not a big deal.
Far
Far
side.
The
side in.
reason we did Sunday on 12S was because
Means we can't
so
stack.
we're behind.
Sorry, I went to your spot, see?
God damn.
I guess we can poll it for Sunday.
Yeah. We can discuss it after all this.
Double down.
Yeah.
KFC.
No.
East, west.
East, west.
go this way, don't I? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Hello, friends.
Nice.
What? I was
Nice.
in it!
Painted.
Hello? I don't know, man.
Mimi
Salvageable.
murdered me.
Tricked.
It's okay. We're going to the next mechanic, which is one death.
Mimi's
Debated.
tricked.
That was weird.
Mimi's murdered a lot of people today.
Don't worry about it. Just focus on mechanic.
How did you know it's Mimi and not me?
No, it was me.
Ranged
Oh,
again.
look at that ranged again!
Here you go. Easy practice.
Lockhead, did you notice that you got a damage down during Act 2?
I think it's because the tower went off.
Yes, it is.
Time for a kick.
Yeah.
It was
Don't
before
forget-
anything else happened, though.
I don't know, then.
Knockback.
You're right. Knockback. Towers.
Second kick.
I went too far.
Or
Sorry.
Shaker.
Oh! I was too
Hell
close.
yeah.
My bad.
We sure were.
Near sight. I'll take this. Goodbye,
Oh,
my
I'm
friend.
alive. I didn't realize.
Don't forget, normally I would be baiting that in mid, so y'all healers at the back the hell up.
Yeah, no, you're right. Alright, alright. I'm
No,
dumb.
I'm not there.
I was.
Why is Haru
Wait.
dead over there?
Healer singular then.
I was standing in my tower. And I got cleaved.
My bad.
Oh, okay. I
I know why I
gotcha.
got a damage down then, so.
It was from my tower going off in P2. In Act 2.
No, he had everybody got a damage down, but he had a damage down specifically before everybody else did.
Oh, did he?
I
Weird.
sat here and I was watching it the entire time.
Oh, weird.
Just watching him suffer.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
have
I
no
was.
idea.
I was waiting to see if he would complain about it.
I guess maybe I was too far to the left. That's probably all that happened with the
Or
tower.
maybe did you maybe step in someone's AOE?
No.
Could have, that might be it.
Okay.
I'm at the point where if I get a damage down, it's not a big deal. I'd rather just focus on progging.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's part of prog. You want to know why you got it, right?
Yeah, I think it's
So
just
you don't
I
get it again.
think I just absentmindedly stepped in something,
Okay.
or I was too close.
Yeah, he got
Just
clipped,
doing
maybe.
things.
Dragoon?
Oh, we're
Because
Guna?
I don't want to get it. Like, you don't care. I do, though. I don't want it. Get that shit away from me.
Damage down is just a handicap for me, that's all.
Yeah, they gave us damage downs to calm us. They don't want us
Yeah.
getting too powerful.
Boss needs all the handicaps he can get.
My weapon's broke.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Right
Perfect,
click
right.
repair.
Using your
You
repair.
can right click repair, right?
I already repaired it.
Nice.
I was like, wow, I'm doing like nothing. Then why is my shield so tiny?
This is why I repair whenever I see green.
East and west.
Well, I'm not constantly looking at it.
I don't know about this one. Okay, good. Please, 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 please.
Far.
please. Damn it.
East and west. Entire
Cool.
fucking night.
Let me guess ranged bait.
Shut up, shut up. No, no. No guessing mechanics before they happen.
Oh, shit.
I like that, Matt. I like that.
I'm glad you
Expedience rules, baby!
It really
Painted.
does.
Oh my god.
Otherwise, we're getting him into a 60.
Heading back into the boss there is pretty hectic in my rotation.
Please go back or you'll die.
Ranged again.
There we go.
He can't keep doing it.
Apparently he can.
I like him.
Oh my god, I'm lagging.
Knockback.
Thanks, I almost forgot.
You need to scoot over.
He's gonna jump. Another set.
I need to stay out here.
That's right.
Good shit.
Hey,
Near sight, get out, out.
Sorry, I went to your spot again, see? Flexibly.
Trying
Alright.
to get the Talon. Should we
I'm gonna-
spread the clock or something?
Heart stake. Blockhead's got it. He's gonna invuln, I think.
Yes.
Just didn't know the timing on it. If how
Yeah.
staggered it is. I see. It does pick the top. It was right.
No.
Fucking right.
Oh, the towers are numbers now.
The towers are
Intercardinal.
quote unquote
Intercardinal.
numbers. Yeah, inters.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what the water one does when I break it. Sorry if we all die
You're
immediately.
gonna break the water?
Yeah.
Check your colors too. Check
I'm
your
having a
colors
baby.
on there.
Yeah. If I get water. If I get dark, I don't know what to do with that.
Whose baby is it?
Water. Water on a tower.
Yeah, there's only 4 towers tethered.
I had dark as a tether. As a.
Y'all need to listen to me when I'm right. SMH.
Okay, I looked at someone that died that had water. It looked like the thorn they were tethered to exploded with like a water AoE around it.
Hold on.
Okay.
I got a thing.
I
done.
had a dark tether, and I was tethered to a tower.
Yeah, we said that already. Everyone's tether is to a tower.
The tethers that are not on the tower, those explode in those AoE.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do for that, see? I'm gonna evoke. I'm gonna hold boss. He'll do heart stake and it'll hit me. And then you evoke, like, during the cast part. And then he'll hit me again with heart stake. And I'll have HGF for both. Yeah, it hits.
See,
This
so
way
we
it does
do,
something.
we do swap,
It goes
but,
number.
but it goes to the second.
Yeah, it
the
goes
second
number
time.
1 and.
Yes.
This is where it does something fucky, and then it just puts like a 10k dot on you.
I mean, I'm gonna have HG, so it won't matter.
That's so big brain.
Let's just get another pull in. I don't want to discuss too much, but one
Yeah.
question before we do: what does the purple tether do when you guys break it during Act 2?
It looked like it,
It goes
sent out
a
a raid
boom.
wide AoE with a
It's the
debuff.
raid wide.
Yeah.
It was a raid wide with a debuff.
He specifically asked when you do it in 2.
Yes, that's what it does in 2.
Two.
Yes.
Okay.
It does a little explosion around where it when you break it.
So most likely, I'm assuming the dark ones we're gonna have to stagger breaking if they all do a raid wide.
Did we break
Because
all the blue ones at the same time then, first? And then do the purples?
Maybe.
You want me to take my blue to my tower?
I took purple to tower and it did nothing.
Well,
Mine-
no,
yeah.
you have to break the tether to activate the effect. I'm saying blue. I'm saying like, to break the dark ones, we'd have to like stagger like the
Hmm.
dark ones going one at a time, and then I guess the blue ones we could try doing them all at once to get them out of the way.
Okay. Let's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at the clips after. Let's get one more poll.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually like look it up after.
I
this
looked
and
at
see
I
what the
I
fuck's
linked
happening.
the 2 clips from the last 2.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't want to get too involved in it since we only have a couple minutes left anyway.
I
Sorry, go on.
want to see if the Tank Buster has an AoE, that one, since it's different.
You want to
I'm
stack
just
with
gonna
me?
stand on you, yeah.
Okay.
Veil.
Veil.
Sorry, I'm jamming to the song.
Excuses.
Nail.
I want to pack up my laptop today too, so I can work on Door Boss video.
We're on the final act already. All right.
We didn't do finale yet, so no.
Well, Finale's not an act. It's not called act.
It's not an act.
Yes, it is.
No,
There's
but
a
it's
curtain
the
call,
name
too.
of it. The name of the mechanic is not act.
That's what I meant when I was saying there's only 4 acts.
This is semantics. I'm gonna throw my computer out the window.
No!
Code's already gone.
Yeah, I'm not even playing anymore. I'm playing while looking at the bush outside my window.
The VR headset.
Mm-hmm.
North-south?
North-south. I have a wireless headset. Near sight far. I thought Leica was Z, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna die.
Damn.
Why would you think that?
Yeah. You're one of 3 tall people in the group, so.
Poison.
Anyway.
Mad's easy to tell apart because he's like this neon green.
I have a giant bow.
Anyway, north-south, north-south, north-south.
North-south.
We're fucked.
Yeah, they're trying to trick us. We haven't done north-south all night.
Feeling bold tonight.
Bold and brash.
More like belongs in the trash. Someone had to say it.
I believe in you.
Painted. Lots of buffs.
Can we hold buffs for like 2 GCDs? Because I can't heal and throw out my buffs at the same time.
Okay.
Not my problem.
Okay, then I guess you're not gonna heal.
I don't have any buffs to give you.
Ranged first, ranged first.
Range first, no way.
Don't be too far, like
I'm just here.
You could have saw that coming.
Don't be too far,
I'm
like
literally just here.
Told
Who
you!
could've saw that coming?
Leica.
I'm
She literally was yelling at you.
I'll be honest, I was blank. My head was just, you know, the Simpsons gif
We
of
should
just
just
the
end
monkey
here.
with
Yeah.
the symbols. That was me. That last pull just.
That's a clip right there.
No, like what you did was you did that Homer Simpson Bush meme.
Alright. Well, we'll call it here. We'll,
Yeah.
I'll put a poll and you guys, we can decide if we want to do Sunday or not. I'm kind of... I think I need to think about whether or not I want to or not.
Again, it's up to y'all. Like, I don't mind if we don't.
Yeah, it's one of
We'll
those...
clear on Sunday, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
It's very generous, but at the same time, I want to encourage that thinking. Yeah, that was a good prog. We got past Act 3, we saw Act 4 a couple times.
Yeah. We can look up a bit on Act 4.
Yes, we can study on Act 4. It's fair game since we've seen it a couple times.
Yeah. We can see what order...
I'm already open in toolbox.
Alright.
Please.
Alright, so verify for me, Haru. Was I right?
He's already
I don't
posted the clip I was thinking of.
I don't even know what you were right about or wrong about.
Okay, so my idea was you would pop the blue ones first, and then you would pop purple one by one, because it leaves a debuff with a timer on it.
Oh, fuck. Give me a sec to, like, open it. Like, toolbox takes forever to load.
Alright, I gotta go though, so you guys... I gotta wrap up.
Like a comparison would be Patch from Final Omega.
So bye-bye.
Stop using these references. I don't know. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, Static. Okay. They're talking about stuff. Anyway, sorry about those clips I had to drop. I just was like, okay, we got a thing to look at. So let's go see who we can say hello to, and I'm gonna, where is it? I gotta put away my laptop and stuff. So. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Let me see who's streaming from the 14 team. Let me see here. Anyway, yeah, sorry today I was a little bit quieter than usual. And then I got grumpy at myself. Oh, Koka, he's playing Power Wash Sim. Did he just start? Oh, he's been going for 2.5 hours. Hold on, I gotta sit through an ad to double check. Alright, let's close that out. Yeah, I gotta wrap up. I gotta put my, what is it? Here, I'll go over here too. I gotta take my laptop because I need to work on, video. And I like to work on video during my lunch. Because I get like 2 hours. My lunch is super long. I really don't want to get this Google Pixel ad for crying out loud. Stop. Well, I can't do more work on my Nendroid until I get home. That has to be done at home. Alright, they seem to be kind of in the middle of a level. So we are going to raid Kokahi. They often raid me. And we're gonna go say hello to them. It just as a reminder, tomorrow Monday will be, I don't know. It'll either be prog if we want to. I kind of have to think about if I want to prog or not, or if I want to just kind of take it easy on Monday. Yeah, we'll see. But either way, I'll be back on Monday. Oh, right, I should do those. You're right. The video for P4s Part 1 will be on them YouTubes. On Saturday, Japan Standard Time, 10 a.m. So like Friday, 10 p.m. something-ish, or give or take 9 p.m., 8 p.m. I don't know. Anyway, it'll be at 10 a.m. Saturday, Part 1 P4s. Monday, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna play 14 probably, but I just don't know if we're gonna play raid or not. So we're gonna go. I gotta wrap up my laptop and get going. So thank you guys for chilling as always. Here's my raid message. Thank you guys. Check out the YouTubes if you want to see our shenanigans from P3 on on Saturday. And I'll see you guys on Monday with something. I don't know. Bye.